Well, wasn't that a trailer?
Wow.
I'm MSB, a little out of focus, but I am here. Rest assured, in HD, on the couch with my wonderful co-commentator Guinness.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. We also have this man back here.
Absolutely, and the three of us would love to welcome you to Heatwave Singles.
Oh,
and also come to Taps if you can, because that's my tournament in Philadelphia, December 28th. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. Always. I've never been able to go to one, but I know it's always been a good tournament. Obviously, there's been 7 of them. They've been doing well.
Best tournament of the year. All bias.
Oh, woo! All right.
Speaking of people in the trailer, we're going to start you off with 2 of them.
Right. Yeah, literally right on into it. It's going to be what, Cake versus Menace?
Cake and Menace. So the first and last people mentioned in the trailer.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. And yeah, I mean, so Cake's been playing almost all Fleet. Yep. At one point, I saw him randomly pull out a Force Burn for like a match.
Force Burn for the evil Claren, perhaps.
But then Menace has been playing Loxodon.
Yeah,
so
we get to learn all about Fleet and Lox, the wonderful matchup, which Menace thinks is not that bad. So we'll get to see if Menace is wrong, and that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's the goal of a lot of people, is how wrong can Menace's seeding be?
All right, 1/2 of our duo on each side here.
Yep. Got Cake on player 1 and Menace on player 2.
Yep.
All right.
Might be getting right into it. Best of 3. We're still kicking it in
I
pools.
believe this is best of 5 because this is to make it out.
Oh, to make it out.
Yeah. All right.
We get to see at least 3, if not perhaps 5, wonderful games of Cake Assault and Menace 13.
Yep. All right. So with Lox Fleet, I'm wondering where he's gonna go.
That's just normal looking starter to me.
Julesville, yeah.
Get it underway.
Smaller stage, nothing crazy. I love the Abyss skin for Lox.
Menace is always playing that Abyss skin. That's basically every character.
Once I get access to the skin, I'll play this skin.
Right now it's Dev and event only skin, so if you want to get an Abyss skin, you can't. But you can look at Menace use it, and isn't that just as good?
Well, Cake definitely saved Menace there, but it's fine.
Yeah, still a big ol' amount of percent here.
Oh, yeah.
Working Menace down. Fleet is all about the edge guard here. Behold, Menace is off stage.
Oh.
Yeah, having to fight for his life even after grabbing ledge just to make it back and get another chance.
The way Cake just like floated just slightly out of range of that up special, I thought I was going to hit him, but just didn't quite. But still pushing his advantage, not really giving Menace too much time to get anything going.
Yeah, Lox has big range, but does need to make a commitment in order to use that range. So it can be tough to really get anything concrete and neutral against an opponent who's ready for it.
Yep. Yeah, and when Lox gets that low, if he gets ever sent out sideways that low, unless he has magma charges, he's so done. Oh, tried to.
And it's going on a journey there.
Yeah, trying to kidnap Cake, try to take him over to the side, but no can't do. Oh.
Kind of safe with those magma strongs due to the little effect that happens afterwards.
Oh yeah. Not to mention that if it does hit, especially with how light Fleet is, that could just randomly kill at 68%.
Yeah. Good parry. Super important for playing against Lox. You got to put parry on that meatball.
Does get back on stage. Well, he got back on stage for like a second. Now he's back into the blender.
Yeah. Oh. Bit of a mess here. All of Cake's stuff is leading into more opportunities. Combos confirms and edge guard. Menace is just fighting for his life out here.
Good delay with the
funny elephant.
Good delay using the Magma-ish down special. Gets back to kind of has something going, but
Menace is having a hard time edge guard and getting kills of his own here. Feels like every hit Cake gets though is another terrifying opportunity.
Yeah, he definitely he's trying to get something started with these meatballs, but Cake's very much ready for him and has not really let a meatball kind of get by.
Oh, yeah, the funny Fleet up air.
The funny
murder move.
You got hit by down tilt and you didn't fully DI out. Well,
tough luck.
Goodbye.
Hate to see it.
Oh no. Nothing happened. Kind of just let the side special happen, but yeah, just right now
yeah, that can be safe, but if it's shielded point blank, that is just going to be a shield grab. And Menace, hey, does get on the board.
Finally gets that back air, which is definitely one of Lox's best attempt of just trying to get a quick kill.
Air dodge read, it looks like, but Cake about it jumps him.
Yeah, and that Magma Charge was able to get back safely. Still trying to get something going. Gets a grab. Just throwing up air, and yeah, just not much.
Hard to get anything good going on a floaty, especially piloted by a player that we all know and love. All the way back from Rivals 1.
Yeah, and while Loxo normally gets quite a bit off of his up throw, versus Fleet, she just is, again, she's so floaty.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The mark is on Cake now. Tries to parry it, misses it.
Even the Fleets can't parry that?
No, good to see it.
Oh.
Hey. Wow, instant tech nair. Gonna be happen again, but Menace with the tech of his own, staying alive in this game one, keeping it as close as he can, looking pretty good, but that is perhaps one mistake too many at the very end there.
Yeah, shield drop up air, and then didn't quite get left to right DI, which made Cake could just go to the skies with my arrow.
That was hard DI in, I think, because up air naturally sends out, kills off the side sometimes.
So, yeah, most of that game definitely looked very Cake. Oh, immediately.
Menace.
Immediately switches to the Force Burn.
Cake, having just played through a tumultuous doubles bracket, and now immediately put on stream again, maybe wants to go get food and enjoy himself. And just wants to end this as quick as possible.
Oh.
So we are seeing Mr. Aether here, the Cake Assault Force Burn.
Yeah, Mr. Aether himself. Menace is just trying to. Oh, big F strong, gonna get him off stage.
Not sure what Menace's hot take on the Lox Force matchup is, but that early stock does him no favors.
Oh God!
Hey.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
he still got it.
The Force still got it, baby. He's still got it.
He's dead.
Goodbye, clone.
Well. Yeah, I think you were right. I think Cake wants to go get food.
Like, you know, Fleet Lock's a fun time. We lived, we laughed, we loved. I'm going to win now. Yeah,
I mean, even like, well, Fleet does very well against Lox. It's still just a long matchup. It just requires a lot of patience. I think the Force just gives them the ability to just like run at the Loxodont and just go crazy with the combo game.
Yep. I mean, especially when it's Cake's Force Burn, you always know he's got something good going off of every hit. Even when it's not directly a combo starter, it just leads into the next step of neutral.
Yep.
Helping Cake push a ton of advantage.
He's still one of the best at no matter what he's hitting you with.
That should be. Oh, a little late on that. I think he was able to get that if he did immediately.
It's always one of those things where it's like you think you have more time than you do. So if you don't immediately like get your attack out,
oh yeah, that's it. Still got one game to go, but and if I'm Menace, I mean, I don't wish Cake switched back to Fleet because that looks nasty.
Right. Oh well. What? Oh no. Well. Menace is getting
yeah. Menace asking Cake nicely, perhaps, to stop playing Force Burn. So now we've got Fleet Locks on Fire Capital, and I guarantee you this game will not be as short as the previous one.
No. Well, you would think, but don't count out Cake.
Oh yeah.
That man will make something faster than you can imagine. But
this the neutral alone is just an absolute chess match here.
It's literally just tornado versus meatballs. And then whenever someone can get a hit and get in, but
good weight on the spot dodge.
All right, get something going. Yeah, it feels like we've been in this game so much longer than
Mark applied. Oh yeah, Pain Train coming through, but Lox is a bit floaty. You're not really going to see him get hit by a super long combo, especially one that sends upwards.
Yeah, but he's at 83 now, especially with some of the stuff that Cake's shown he can do with this character. The right hit, he could definitely carry him off the side. All right, well, yeah, back to
oh boy.
It's there's the neutral just becomes side special and down special from
Behold
versus
the funny Fleet move. The many times.
Oh, gets that first thing. What's this like? Oh my God.
Barely reaching a ledge there.
Yeah, no, and that's
not the best of DI.
No,
gets shot right in that big old eyeball in the center.
Yeah, point blank too. Hurts. All right, get something going.
Yeah, that ain't quite gonna hack it.
Yeah, he's trying to He's trying to
It's
catch Cake.
not
King.
unsafe, but also generally not going to hit either, especially against Cake, who generally knows the score in any matchup he's up against.
And I can work versus a lot of people when they panic. What a roll.
Rival spot dodge, but one game we already have a spot dodge in.
I love the rival spot dodge. Oh, he's low. Okay.
So, yeah, it ends up getting inadvertently hit back on stage, but still a trillion%.
Yeah, and that's the problem is like,
in here.
while you can like survive all the things Fleet does for trying to edge guard you, you get back. Oh,
2 kills with the forward smash here.
2 kills.
Boom, knocking him down.
The amount of time it takes you to get back to stage, by the time it's like, I've made it back on stage. What do you mean I took 40%?
Absolutely nasty mix there. Cake running behind Menace during the tornado shot. So, and just grabbing during the shield stun of the tornado.
Oh. That worst feeling of like you're getting hit by tornado. You're sharing the shield tornado.
Oh, yeah. It's over if you shield that move. Fleet's right there. Free grab with the character with a great throw game.
Trying to got him. Does have Cake at 130. He needs something right here.
I mean, Menace kind of dug his own grave with the fire capital pick. How are you going to get a kill on this character?
Straight back here. Honestly,
much easier said than done, though.
Yeah.
And they're like going for random stuff off stage.
Yeah.
So it goes.
Honestly, a meatball setup would potentially give. Oh, maybe right here.
Yeah, using the down B to get more height. That is not going to be comboable, and Cake is just going to shield on the platform, negating all further aggression as we head into perhaps the closing stages of the game here.
All right. Honestly,
Menace, you have to fight, Menace. Menace, you have to win.
Oh no. Oh. The IN.
Reverse bear.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's going to blow the magma here and start getting shot. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. You have to be able to react to which way you're getting hit.
It's kind of hard to know what way you're going to get hit by.
No, yeah, I know. It is so hard. But if you don't, you're just going to get hit by multiple like that. Why can't that move just be a perfect 90 and so you can DI either way?
Well, then she gets a free DAC. It's because you don't go far enough.
That's fair. But
it's rough.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's rough. Well, I mean, that game was significantly longer than game 2, but it was the same result.
Yeah, that was, I believe, a 3-stock right there.
That wasn't indeed a 3-stock.
Little tough out here. Cake moves on to the next stage of bracket. You won't be seeing him until Rivals 1 starts up later today, as we got an interesting matchup indeed for this next one.
Is that Schroeder?
It could be. I know that's Heels Good for sure. So, in the event that we got Heels Good and Schroeder, that's Orcane Rhino, because Heels Good has dropped Claren. Oh. Not really a matchup you see too often. There's just not a lot of Orcanes, but there's a ton of Rhinos, but not a lot of Orcanes, so.
Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like I've definitely seen a little more influx of Orcanes at, like, the top. Which is, like, I know, like, Penguin's been playing.
Penguin's all Orcane in this game, at least till Absa arrives. A lot of people in waiting rooms for the various Rivals 1 characters.
Right. I feel like there's another... I mean, Marlon was playing Orcane.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, there's definitely been, like...
Yeah. Gremlin Man has a different tag now, but don't remember what it is.
But still, like, even though you haven't seen as many Orcanes, the ones you do are definitely, like, top players. So, I mean, I feel like that shows that Orcane's... Because I know a lot of people are talking about, like, Orcane's, like, he's not as good, he's on the lower end. But, I don't know, I feel like other players are showing that he's got a lot more in him.
Yeah, he's a funny little whale. Actually, a deceptively good recovery. It's really hard to pin him down.
Especially with Ledge now, like, he always had that deceptive recovery in Rivals 1, but with the Ledge, like, he can mix up even more now. Well, yeah, no. So it looks like, Heels Good and Schroeder.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, Schroeder has been absolutely nasty, tearing it up at the locals, been beating plastic dinos to an inch of his life.
As he always does.
Trying to see what pool this is in real quick. Checking on the Branky as we load into this game here.
Yeah, I think because we got a delayed start into the stream for this pool, almost all of these are going to be their winner set to make it out.
This is to make it out, so we got another best of 5 coming in hot here.
Okay, so this is in pool 2, A2. Looks like we got a one of our top 32 qualifiers already happened. It was Plastic
Arcane.
Plastic Dinos versus Y, and Y was able to take that 3-2. That must have been a really good set. Oh yeah, we got some.
All right, looking like good luck, have fun getting dropped here. Seeing if they're all ready to go.
Yep. And it looks like they're hovering Aetherian Forest. Always fun stage.
Pretty nasty stage for both these characters, actually. They both really excel at killing off the side early. And the stage with the smallest side blast zone is going to be quite good for that purpose, regardless of which character's running that agenda.
Oh, yeah. But the one thing, at least with the only singular platform that's kind of moving, does...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Don't get as many mix-ups. Like, Rando doesn't get his consistent, like, recovery mix-ups that he can with Up Special, but still can use that platform very well. All right. Just getting...
Brawling it back and forth. Perhaps this will be a more closely matched than Menace 13's brave efforts previously, so...
Yeah.
I'm not really sure who's favored here, honestly. Both these players are pretty strong and have good results to back it up. Actually, that could have been an up strong, I think, but Parry on Bubble's going to need to burn the wall jump there, and that'll set you right up for a fair.
Yeah, good reaction. I don't know if he had a feeling he was going to do the bubbles or just like saw that I don't know, but very good to parry those because I don't think most
Jab
people
actually
thought
beat him
about
on Aussie.
All right. Oh, okay. I like the idea of the tech chase. Not quite, but low percentage. You're not going to take too much for it. Oh, right now.
Schroeder just outputting so many hitboxes. He was just completely overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah. He was good at really.
Oh, actually had a net shock there. Schroeder is going to have a bubble opportunity here. He was good going all the way in.
Yeah.
Secure that one and head right back to the puddle that was previously set up on stage.
Yep. Good stuff. Knows that. One of the few characters that can really go that deep and not have to worry about getting back.
Classic Arcane tech chase coming through off that down throw.
Ooh, into the bubbles.
Schroeder, yeah, avoiding those bubbles, and what a parry out of the shield pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes like people just start pressing on your shield, and you just gotta just put that parry out there, and they can sometimes catch us. Oh,
huge parry. Rhino down strong is not going to do it. Usually that move excels in the surprise factor type of way, so when it's charged, it actually kind of has less knockback. you know what I mean?
It's like, yeah, I know where I'm going now.
Oh, it's Rhino down strong. I can DI. Oof. Speaking of,
are you ready to DI that?
Kill. Rhino forward air, also a brave contender.
Yeah. Especially when you get hit by the reverse hit and go sideways in the wrong direction.
Yep. A lot of funny reverse hits here.
That nair though, that nair trade.
Ooh, okay. Schroeder with a pretty risky recovery, honestly, canceling the tongue sling early to do a dive kick.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and the short, still not enough. We've got another bubble coming through.
Okay.
Nair. Yeah. That's a frame 4 move. Kind of nasty. It's Orcane's secret weapon. Not so secret because you see 17,000 a game, but hey.
Right, but it's also a lot stronger in this game, so you can actually use it as a kill move like that. Definitely not really something you could do in Rivals 1.
Yeah, you have to be like in there in that blast zone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, getting these bubbles set up. Oh, sure, does get back on. But right now, he was good. Wall, for the most of the game, was kind of down, has taken the lead. Trying to get back now, but...
Yeah, he was good. Definitely has a huge shot at winning this game, which I would not have expected with the strong start Schroeder got off to, but could secure something here. Not quite on. Orcane recovers. Getting right back to the edge.
Nice. Oh,
bit bold on that one, yeah. Wanted it all. Not sure if it would have killed anyway. No double jump, I don't think.
Oh, that's...
No double jump, no puddle.
No puddle?
That's the Orca hop here.
Oh,
huge left hog by Schroeder, stealing back that game with both players at exactly 100.
Yeah. No. It's honestly really fun to watch Schroeder play this game because you can see his like mix of every game he plays. But
he's everywhere.
Because like sometimes you will only see like Rivals players really getting the parries consistently. But like then like they will struggle to like ledge hog. So it's nice to kind of see Schroeder, who played a lot of Rivals 1, honestly, have kind of that mix of everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Getting that run-up stuff started real early, but not able to hit Orcane out of that side B.
Yeah. Still, very big percentages right now.
Oh, 1 million years forward air prison. Watch out.
I want to leave the fair jail.
Nope. More fair. More fair.
More fair.
The hand! The hand!
Oh my god. He set that up perfectly. He
I
actually
can't believe that was timed right.
only Schroeder. Oh god, more fair.
Truly handy man, that Schroeder. Might be continuing his rampage here. Only stopped by a misinput, getting a dash attack instead of a jump.
God. As soon as you get off stage versus Rano, it's needle and fair, needle and fair. Every now and then a back air.
It's a little bit torturous. Orcane does have a pretty good recovery, but Rano has a very good edge guard. We are seeing it all.
I think the only thing I really haven't seen from Schroeder right now is an up strong confirm.
Hasn't seemed to need him, just been relying on fair stuff
Oh
and
my
edge
god,
guards.
I mean, hey, yeah,
Getting
fair.
real low. Oh, yeah, just get the wall jump.
Just fair.
Where can Orcane go?
Why need anything when you can just fair?
I mean, Rano's got like an entire kit of moves that are why need anything when you can just.
Yeah.
The society we live in. It's a frog-eat-frog world out here.
Right now, Hill's just trying to get something going. Well, Orcane does have some really strong kill moves. Sometimes
They
they're
wanted it.
a little
Real
finicky
bad.
set up.
Another tongue sling coming out. And charges the needle too.
Big gift.
Bubble, but again. And yeah, he was good, just not able to cover ledge or stop Rano from recovering really at all here. It's just been tough.
Okay. Down throw gets the nair follow, but Schroeder ready for
Edge
it.
cancel there. You're not contesting the dive kick. Bubble, part 75.
There.
Finally, the hard call out on the bubble.
Yep. Knew he was going to be right there.
That's stock 1 of 3, and Schroeder is getting to work. Mixed up by the double hit on the get-up attack.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of people. Sometimes you're also trying to parry the second hit and you're just not getting that timing. Right now, Hill's good trying to get something going.
Yeah, good shield stuff here.
Orcane does have the ability to take some really early stocks, but you just need the right hit and the right setup.
Yeah, and being able to stop another bubble setup would be pretty huge here. Schroeder landing on stage. Heel's good only contest with the grab, though. We're kind of just back to neutral here.
Yeah. Trade. I do find it really funny that Hill's good saw tongue and reacted with shield.
I think Orcane might be able to nair. Nah, probably not, but.
All right, Schroeder.
Yeah, that one out, but going to be making a bubble here. Air dodges that one. Could have actually gone back to puddle against that version of the up B story level, but hey, we get the stock anyway. Huge comeback from Heels good. This would be a reverse 3 stock.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing, like, only at 79% right now. That's very reasonable, especially Orcane, a lot heavier than you would expect him to be. And again, he can kill very early. So.
Yeah, racking up the percent now, but a crouch cancel on that up tilt. Maybe just a normal forward hug. Either way, Schroeder once again back in the driver's seat here. Heels good in grave danger off stage against Rano's barrage of silly moves, and that could be it, but is not. No up strong coming out here.
Might have been a bit too high.
Rano's funny down throw coming out as well.
Like that attempt, try to get the quick hit.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Rano's got 7 trillion code confirms, and they all work at every percent.
You got hit by down tilt?
Down tilt
too high for
fair.
up strong?
Behold.
All right, well, game 2 going to Schroeder there, but still good stuff. Like, Heels Good was down 3 stocks to 1 and almost came all the way back.
Super clean comeback by Heels Good. So clean, in fact, that we are running it back despite the game loss on this stage. So,
yeah,
no counter picks this set so far, only starter stages.
Yeah. Oh, God, fair jail. Those Rano feet are deadly weapons.
Insane. What do you even do about him? He's just kicking you. This guy's messed up.
All right, well, right now, Heels Good keeping this game a lot closer from at the start. Oh, really wanted that read, but not quite.
Now, I've definitely noticed what you said about Schroeder, just really not caring to confirm into up strong. Looking for other stuff, but basically just fair every time instead.
Which, it's always funny. Pick up here, not quite. You always saw that with, you see like Rebel on Ranos. Oh.
Back here.
It'll work eventually. Well, there's up strong.
Good slide off there, not getting funnied by Rano D throw D strong.
Big fair. Gets him off stage.
That was a very risky up B. Maybe thought Schroeder would just immediately grab ledge instead of staying on stage to contest.
Yeah, not sure, but yeah, got punished for it.
Oh, and that's a lot of stacks on there. We're going to see the fair train coming out, but does eventually escape.
Oh, big
We are
parry.
really just parrying out here in Rivals 2. Didn't you hear it was bad? It's frame 6.
Good back safe. Oh,
The dive kick taking souls with that landing hitbox. Heals good once again in a weird spot off stage. Orcane Bubble Butt is enough.
yeah. Oh, God, that must have been a sour hit.
Had to be sour. Some suspect DI there. Could be Heels Good's last stock of winners. Schroeder taking care of business.
Yeah, Schroeder definitely. Do you think we get one stock taken with Upstrong or no?
I don't think he needs it, so, you know.
Probably not, but you'll find
At
one.
least not this time around, so far. Heels Good definitely in actually a way better spot than he was last game when he was at this percent on last stock, but Schroeder is seeming determined to make it much worse with many dash attack miss inputs at the ledge there. Good parry.
Good parry.
But yeah, from a concrete follow-up, Schroeder's zipping, zooming all around with B reverse stuff.
That was I like that setup. Just barely missed. Okay.
Oh, now Heels Good has flung himself off stage, has to recover, and does.
Right now though, looking good. Oh, just get hit. Oh no.
Well, has to go to puddle, I would imagine.
Yep.
And does. Not too bad.
But enough of it makes up to make sure thinks he's gonna go somewhere
Yeah,
else.
Schroeder playing really well. Actually did a run back there to catch Bubble Butt in case it happened, but Heels Good didn't do it, but still got caught in the corner. And yet, we are on last stock game 3 here.
Yeah. I think he got hit by a reverse hit one of back air, which sent him in a tumble to the right. Was not ready for teching.
Oh, wait, that's really bad. I don't think he has anything.
Oh no.
Yeah, tried a wave land there, I think, but just didn't get the down input. And hey, that's a 3-0 for Schroeder. We're moving right along through these pools here.
Yeah, no, it's going quickly. They wanna go. All right.
Yep.
I wonder what
right.
we're gonna get on stream next.
It is Cyberhex and ZB up next.
Ooh.
Run back from Rivals 1 at Riptide, where Cyberhex sent ZB packing at 33rd.
Oh yeah.
This is a new game, though, and perhaps an even more deadly ZB.
All right, so it's gonna be what? We're gonna be seeing the Crag Claren.
Yeah, Crag is basically every Claren's least favorite matchup. Generally regarded as kind of horrifying, and Crag being an unkillable Demon King.
Mm-hmm.
Clarence Edgegarden confirms just kind of don't really work with Crag's properties, so
Yeah, he's just a little too heavy.
might be seeing ZB run a clinic, but we could also see maybe like the upset of the tournament. Once again, she has done it before in a different game.
Do it again. Well, no, I mean, but still, so Claren Crag
Oh yeah.
gonna be. I mean, again, like if you're good with your confirms with Claren, like you can get a lot of good stuff on. Like, you can kind of just put Crag in a blender, but
I feel like ZB is just going to DI off stage and recover fairly seamlessly.
yeah, honestly, it's gonna come down to the ledge trapping.
Yep. But yeah, ZB heavy favorite this tournament. I want to say the 2 seed. I think that sounds correct.
Not sure. It's a little hard now because we're not just thinking about Rivals players. You also got all the other the PM Melee Ultimate players who have been showing up and doing big stuff.
We saw the 1 seed in Cake, so I feel like 2 seed in Zebert would make more sense than anything else I can think of.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot of killers here. We got Switch, Evil Nardwar, Pikmon, Omar,
Yeah, I mean,
Guano.
Penguin.
Rivals 2 Penguin, though.
Right.
Ain't no ABBA in this game.
Not yet. So.
All right, see where we're starting.
Yeah. No Dojo. No one.
All right, yeah, pick and go die. I think about as good a pick as you can get in this matchup, but ZB starting out with the rock. ZB generally always starts with rock pull. Actually messes up his landing on the rock there. Wanted to get a break cancel with that jab because it has hitbox right below it. Actually runs out of resources, but just grabbed right on that ledge. Firing a barrage of rock shards here against Claren, but getting outspaced by Fair to start here.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, ZB is a big-time pummeler. Generally always going to be going for a pummel to grab more often than not, at least.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you either have to be very committed to going for pummels or just not at all.
Oh boy, rough DI in there. We're going to be seeing Pillar coming out, but
Yeah.
just leading to a continuation. ZB going super low with back air, but Cyberhex gets kind of mixed and has to contend with disgusting force of cry reverse fair, but Pillar actually saves, so this first starts off to a bit of a wild start. Might be ending here with ZB on the chase. 10,000 down here. Still nothing is killing. And yeah, she is just living out here.
Yeah. I mean, they're like...
Just going for air dust strikes to the forward air.
This feels a little bit like... I mean, Cyberx is surviving.
Yeah,
but it
living out
like
here. Okay. Back throws really doesn't kill. Correct just in general doesn't have a traditional kill throw. It's kind of like a mix with trying to DI for down throw and getting caught in some other mess. Jab 3 though is a kill move if you DI out. Galaxies very rarely, but on DI out it gets there.
Oh, got caught with rock, and hey, it's fine. Right now, I mean, Cyberx.
Oh, ZB wanted it. Oh, that would have been the stock off of that down BO stage, but ZB looking for the stock in a different way with a bunch of back airs.
Yeah, but just ZB's definitely running away with it.
Wow, and does get the second up air at the end there.
Cyberx is trying to find something right here. Okay.
The problem is always going to be how kill.
Yeah.
ZB just going right on back to ledge. How kill Karg? He big.
Yeah, especially you got like sometimes it can be very hard to just throw it out, just raw kill move his clan without being worried about getting punished for it.
Good DI out in the down throw. Ooh. Just trying to survive, but it's really rough not being able to kill. And especially with ZB on the chase, getting you all the way up to 182 and counting here.
Back throw, try to, yeah, even there, like, you get a grab at 147.
Back air gonna kill eventually, one would think. ZB really messing up the position on these break cancels with jab. Ends up giving up and just going behind. Hey, there's one.
There we go.
Shield almost broken here. Cyberhex has to let go of the shield.
ZB does the slide off. Oh, there.
Yeah, that get up attack just isn't hitting backwards enough for Crag Pillar. It does have a bit of a back tip. Oh boy. And ZB just getting started right where he left off with more rock stuff, more jabs.
Yeah.
Cracking it up.
And Cyberx, ooh.
DI out on that. Hey, that's a kill at 150.
That is a kill at 150.
Take what we can get out here.
Sometimes that's all you need to get something started.
Oh, raw cargo, but does go with an up throw clear, not quite either at low percent or fast fall enough fall for that one.
Just kind of doing that little
yeesh.
Yeah, you can kind of tell ZB's just trying to
doing whatever works for him, which seems to be quite a bit.
Yeah, kind of playing with his food a bit, but if it's working, who cares?
Back air storm coming out here. Good patience and Cyberhex to get another one interaction here. But ZB just going up and over the edge guard attempt.
Kind of messed up recovery there, but it's fine. Gets back.
ZB just really not getting these break cancels this game.
He's warming up still. Oh, gets pushed off by the back air.
Wow, that's grab connected, and we got an offstage Claren.
Oh, you missed it.
It feels like everything ZB's doing is not working, and he's up a full stock.
Yeah. Like, it feels like he's doing so much stuff. It's like, what? Like, why are you doing some of this stuff? But yeah, he's just winning that hard.
Oh, near miss on that forward air. Weak back air, not going to lead to a kill. And hey, we got last stock game on here on Dodai.
All right. And hey, Claren can do some very explosive things. So
see if ZB can lock it in a little bit, perhaps, to not get a comeback happening. And forward air does it.
Yep.
Good showing there to start. ZB probably breaking tournament mode with that. Yeah, you just broke tournament mode. Nice quit out, dude. ZB looking directly at me, saying that's my fault.
He was smiling, and then he broke tournament mode. I was upset.
So tournament mode gets turned off. And we'll be going into our counter pick without really knowing what the bans are.
Yeah. Looking at Julesville and Merchant. All right, going to Merchant, AZ Classic. Got a lot of space, a lot of platforms to work with. Oh, gets caught.
Good start catching the rock, but ZB just still holding it. Doesn't even get rid of it after getting that hit stun.
Okay. Cyberx getting something going now, which is good, and keeping ZB from his rock. Always good in both ways. Oh, nice. Yeah, forward throw and back throw to forward strong are very good for Claren.
Yeah, good momentum here. Does end up using up Craig's pillow list, but he's just gonna keep doing it again and again until he gets back to ledge right there.
Oh, these back airs from Craig are just so good.
Could have maybe gotten an up strong in there.
Yeah.
ZB just outputting a ton of damage and pressure. Certainly does not have the issue that Clarence has with finding kills.
No, he does not.
Narrator shield coming out there to keep him safe.
Oh, gets with the back air. Not quite gonna get that fair follow-up.
Insane rock pull slide off into back throw. Yeah, and just hard to contest Craig on that ledge.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, no tech down strong. Also would have caught tech in place there. Just kind of the way of the world.
Okay.
Oh, didn't get it charged up.
Might be okay. Fair.
Fold the in on the fair to not get sent further out and get the resources back. The strongest move will even us out here. 2 stocks apiece.
Not a tipper, but got bad DI.
Oh yeah, you can't be doing Climb Dash attack. Perhaps a misinput. You didn't unlock that move yet. You can't.
All right, but
huge regrab coming out here.
Yeah, Cyberhook's moving right now, getting some momentum going. Much better start than game 1.
Yeah, I mean, getting those kills early is critical. It really feels like they're winning neutral about as much as each other, but Craig's punish game shown to be superior as well as his survivability.
Yeah, not to mention just his stray hits will get a lot of percentage, but a stray non-tipper just doesn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, that is just going to do it.
Yeah.
That's a tough situation. The correct answer is no tech and get up attack, actually. It's just really not intuitive. Kind of tough.
And then even then, like, can be baited out. It's just a rough situation.
Gonna be seeing ZB have to... Oh, doing his back air thing. Claren has no way to invincibly refresh the ledge there. ZB really wanted it all off of that engagement. Yeah, so hitting someone does restore your wall jump if it's a non-projectile. That's how Craig can recover sometimes if someone's just holding ledge against him. Don't be lazy, you gotta stop him from back airing you. Just barely missing the timings on these level 2s for the Claren neutral B here.
Oh, I like that. Trying to catch the rebound off the pillar, but not quite.
ZB's kind of got to read that she's, every time that she's just going to run off stage, jump up high, and try to charge neutral B, so he's just going low to recover every time now. Ah, watch out. All right, we are back to last stock. It has really felt like this has been ZB's story this whole set, but both of these games so far have come down to the wire.
At least this time starting...
Anyway.
Oh.
ZB with a flurry of hitboxes, but Cyberhex finally striking back here, getting those regrabs. Craig a huge victim of up throw stuff, but he also has the back air. And getting a kind of gratuitous tilt boost in there. Spot dodge, will that seal it? Using a ton of legend vuln. That should be it.
Yeah.
Oh. Is he gonna quit out? Is he gonna quit out? Is he gonna do it?
Do it.
Gonna quit out?
Do it.
We see the quit out.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff by ZB.
Yeah, getting clipped by those spikes. They have so much hit stun. Craig has a ton of time to just kind of do whatever he wants.
Fill out a grocery list. Do whatever you got to do.
Maybe a fair. I think I need some up air as well. Well, let's see what the got. Going to game 3, another counter pick.
I mean, Merchant did not really seem all that bad.
No, it did not.
Fire Capital was the wrong choice and should not be pressed.
Yeah,
This is just gonna... Oh! Now this is a stage, and probably also the wrong choice.
Right. I love this stage, but Craig is very good on this stage.
Yeah. Especially ZB, who knows all the funnies to inflict some real torture.
But hey, sometimes you just need the funny to... sometimes you need to attempt the funny to see if you can find something that works.
Oh, it doesn't get the edge cancel or land on that platform. In for some crack pain here. And yeah, you can't really recover low because there's no wall there on the stage that you picked yourself willingly. Woo! The demons are winning and their name is ZB.
Couple big tippers here.
Okay. Good spot dodge on the grab there. Can't be getting grabbed by ZB. You need to make ZB earn those grabs because when he gets them, it's a pain train.
Oh yeah, he gets so much off of any grab he gets. Oh,
hey! Good catch.
Don't see as much down strong in this game for Claren. Still a very good move, especially with that nice spacing. Oh no. Oh.
Wanted to run off down B, but did not quite get the run off part correct, so. We are back to Claren Town here. Finally gets the charge in the level 2, but it's hard to edge guard Drag on the stage because he can just go under it and assert himself with a whole lot of funny stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cyberx moving though.
some real good looking combos out here.
Oh,
ZB with no pillar. That's it. No, wait! Didn't hold ledge. Had a double jump the whole time? I didn't know that. No one told me.
This man's mad. I think everyone but ZB thought ZB was dead there.
I didn't realize he still had a double jump. That's nasty. Oh, wanted a down air. You actually need to hit a backwards down air if you really want to get the spike most of the time. The tipper really asserts itself on the back end for some reason on that move. Good.
Oh.
That was a 50-50 because Drag in the corner can cover 3 tech options with forward or down strong. And tech in was the one that cannot be covered. And now we've got the funny starting up, but Claren just a bit too floaty to get up air wobbled here by Crag.
Cyberx trying to get this kill here because
Claren in grave danger here.
Very much grave danger. It's a turn. There.
Up strong.
Yeah.
And all 3 of these games have been last stock. Like when I played ZB, I got 3-0'd. I think he like 6-stocked me. It was not clean.
Yeah. So it's not been, you know.
Oh, that might be it though. Forward strong. No. Red tries to retech inwards again.
So it's like, well, all the set and these games have been ZB favored.
Yeah, he's just reading Tekken every time. I'm wondering when the shoe's gonna drop and he's just gonna do forward strong to cover the other options.
Yeah. Sees if he
going to that grab. He wanted it.
He wants it.
Really good spacing. With the crazy wave dash in by ZB, but not able to get anything off of it. That is the grab, but a pummel. Why are you pummeling at that percent? It's 113.
It was a
whoa.
physical pummel too.
Oh, it actually did get the tech inwards that he's been reading all set there, but got behind lost the dash dance. Is Cyberhex dead? No, does use the uppy here. And ZB goes through the stage! It's Harbor, baby! Watch out!
Oh, that's big. Big size push on it.
Forward air DI'd well enough. Oh, that is it. That air dodge is not quite there, but the ledge is. And somehow, that special getup did not do it against that rock.
So I mean, that was a 3-0.
That was every game was doable.
Like that was a 3-0, but Cyberx was never out of it once.
Very well fought.
Oh my god.
Sheesh. Woo. Well, hey, we've made it to 5 o'clock here. We're settling into the second wave of pools starting up. I think I have to play in this one, so we'll see if I get kicked off or not.
I have to play in this one too, so all right.
Yeah, we're just going to hang out and see what happens. Not sure how many sets are being saved. I don't know if that was the last one or not. Gonna look at my funny rectangle while on the commentary desk. The true professionals that I am.
Absolutely.
Just got to see if there's another set here. Looking through all the pools. All right, so not seeing anyone else walk up to the stream at the very least for now.
No.
I'm seeing most of the pools just kind of done and nothing queued up. So
all right,
I think we're out of here. Hey, sign up for TAPS. It's December in Philadelphia.
Always a great tournament.
East Coast, please. Sign up for my tournament.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, thanks for having me. See you later.
Hello and welcome to day 2 of Rivals of Aether singles. We are at Heatwave 7. My name's Tuesday-tastic, and this is my co-commentator.
Hi, I'm Schooly.
Yeah, and we are about to get started in some Rivals of 2 pools.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know who we have on deck, but I'm sure we'll see their tags soon enough. But this is right at the beginning of pools. So we just finished Wave A. Some really great sets went on there. If you didn't get a chance to watch them, I'd encourage you to maybe go check the VODs. But don't do that yet, because there's a lot of good sets
Stick
about
around.
to come up.
We got some heaters coming up.
Yeah, the VODs will be there later on, but there's going to be some really good ones. It's been a lot of fast-paced Rivals. And this is our first time at Heatwave having a Rivals 2 event to run.
Yeah, exactly. No, Rivals or Heatwave started off as just a Rivals of Aether tournament, and it's grown into, a celebration of indie platform fighters.
Yes, absolutely. We love having a bunch of side events. There's a ton of cool events. Even if you're not a big Rivals person, there's a ton of other things you can do here. But looks like the players are doing button check, so probably we'll be on soon. But yeah, Heatwave is awesome if you're just into fighting games, into indie games. And the really interesting thing I think about this is Rivals 2 is starting to kind of take on a name for itself that's not just indie, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, especially with the support of like Ludwig and other big content creators, like the fact that Rivals of Aether 2 is having such a chance to like break into the mainstream is, I mean, it's just great for the genre. I mean, it's been dominated by just Smash Bros for the last several years, and so it's really exciting to see that that the Rivals of Aether 1 community is coming together and just like, I mean they came together to just because of how much they loved Rivals of Aether 1.
Yeah.
And through so many years of that community slowly building itself up, I mean, now we have like a really robust community, and now we're getting support from all the different platform fighters.
Yeah, there's a ton of new faces here, and I can say that because I'm actually a local Arizonan. I've been to the last 2 heat waves, not as many as some of the people here, but I've had the pleasure of coming to these before. They're a ton of fun. They're super well run. But the really cool thing about this is there's a ton of faces that I'm not used to seeing. During the Rivals 1 era, you kind of got to the point near the tail end of it where a lot of the faces were becoming really familiar. A lot of them were like cult fans. But a lot of people that are showing up now are new faces coming from different games. And it's really cool seeing the intermingling between all these different communities. Rivals 1 is always, or Heatwave has always like aspired to have that with a bunch of side events.
Yeah.
But to see people competing in the same game coming from different games is kind of a really exciting prospect. And I can actually speak to, it looks like our 2 players are going to be Chompers and Not PhD. I don't know Not PhD, but that is Chompers right there on screen. Chompers is also local Arizona. A very good Rivals 1 player. He was top 50, like, I don't know how many, but at least the last 3 or 4 RCS rankings for Rivals 1. But he played Edalus in that game, and he's playing Rano in this game. So there's still a lot to transfer over. And one of the big things I've noticed is Rivals 1 players, there's honestly just as much for them to learn about this game as it is for Smash players.
Absolutely. I mean, like, muscle memory is going to be really hard to get over, and I think in some cases it might be a blessing to not have your main in this game, because I know I'm an Edalus main in Rivals 1, and so like not having Edalus in this game has helped me like learn the game from scratch, as opposed to like having my previous muscle memory getting in the way. But it looks like we're just going to get right into it. Zetterburn versus Rano.
And this will be a really interesting matchup because both of these characters have very oppressive combo games with one another, very good edge guards, but it'll really be just kind of like who can get more out of those situations. And right now it looks like Shine is a very, very big tool that Not PhD is going to be going for shield pressure on this.
What else is new? Shine is broken.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good tool, but Rano has plenty in his tool belt, one of those being that edge cancel that we saw right there on that recovery, which is going to create a mix-up. But right now, they're just scrapping.
Yeah, no, the interesting thing about Rano in this game is that he has some of the worst airspeed in the cast, but some of the best ground speed.
Absolutely.
But the really good Rano mains are able to take advantage of all of Rano's specials to just fling themselves across the stage.
Ooh,
but that's going to
great
that first stock
tech
going to to Not PhD.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and you're totally right about that with Rano. There's a lot of little tricks that you can do, like B reverses and momentum shifting with Rano that can make that airspeed not feel as limiting. And that's kind of the tool that a lot of top Rano players go for. And right now they're just trading blow for blow, both of them at real low percent on these second stocks. We're seeing a lot being played around this edge in particular, this right stage edge. And I've been seeing Not PhD go for a lot of tech chase reads, not even reactions, while Chomper's using that ground speed of Rano to just follow the tech chases of Not PhD.
Yeah, and looking like Not PhD here is having a pretty good start, but this edgeguard situation could prove to be scary for them.
Great use of Shine there, almost finds the confirm, but doesn't quite read the tech right. Even still, a ton of percentage to tack on. That fire does do damage, and that percent adds on. The needles, however, will also add percent every time the Zetterburn throws out an attack or a special.
Yeah, and the only way to get rid of these is to either get trapped in the bubble like you just saw there, or to hit your opponent.
Yes.
So Rano players typically can...
Great fair.
Great forward there. Yeah, no, Rano players, what they like to look for is to set up a couple stacks of poison on the opponent and then just play super evasive. Or, you know, try to get huge damage with these combos. Messed up the flat drop, though.
Yeah, that's still going to be a healthy percent to get on extra credit for the stock, absolutely, for Chompers. And that's one of the risks of those poison stacks is it really forces you to want to run at the Rano and get those off you, because if there's a tongue found, it actually lengthens the time that you're in that bubble. and that means that the Rhino can get a lot of time to just stack on that percent. Great edge guard there
that's gonna be
into
it.
Fair. So far away and just, gonna go for that ledge hog. Knows that there's no way not PhD can make that back from that distance.
You can't jump cancel your up B in this game, unfortunately.
Yes. One thing you can do, though, is you still get your jump refreshed off the down B if it completes to the end, or if you wall jump out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of like Captain Falcon in Melee, where you can just down special really high up and get your resources back.
Yeah, even so, though, it's not enough against a character like Rano. If you're on point with those edge guards, you can still find a way to snuff out the recoveries, and that's exactly what Chompers did right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just starting with the combo right off the bat, going for that up air one hit fall.
Okay, great use of crouch canceling to prevent the shine combos from being extended.
Yeah. And this feels like maybe not PhD needed to take a second, because right now we took the momentum.
Oh, purple that early?
Yeah, absolutely. On that top platform, yeah, we took the momentum of that game one, and right now Chompers is just keeping up that pressure, you know, not letting that PhD breathe. And these are best of threes, keep in mind. So a stock that early is going to be a huge boon and already lapping in percent.
Yeah, no, looking like a very promising position for Chompers to be in. And I mean, like the aggression is just going. We've lapped the stock and then some.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And we're now getting some hits back, but Chompers, every time not PhD is finding these little openings, he's getting a crouch cancel in.
Oh, I wasn't able to grab the ledge in time, and you know, not PhD just snuck in right there.
Yeah, he definitely needed that. So good to find that, but even still,
Excellent placement of the fair.
yeah, absolutely. And that's going to be a 2-1 lead. And I've been seeing a lot of just great, like, low-to-the-ground combos from Chompers here. A lot of tech chases, using that up air one to just get little stutters and force not PhD to throw out a move, and some great shield pressure as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, that being said, PhD though, still they're very competent Zetter. I mean,
two great sweet spot fairs. The up B is going to jump out of it, but catches him before he can get back on the stage.
oh, the ledge cancel to make the movement even more tricky.
Yeah. That was still a great edge guard, and no DI on that down throw is going to be up strong, and got the special pummel on top to ensure that it was going to kill. And now this is a very close game. This was not nearly the lead we saw it starting with, and perhaps maybe not a lead much longer.
Yeah, I have to say that careful here. All right, I have to say though, the 50-50 between Zetterburton down throw or forward throw, it's nasty. I'm never ready for what they're going to hit me with.
Yeah, both of these characters can really just kill off of a couple of confirms, but a DI out on that bear, and that's going to kill off the side. Going to be the set for Chompers. 2-0, but definitely some fight in the tank.
Yeah, no,
PhD.
the thing about this tournament is that, like, even though we're in the, like, early stages of the bracket, like, the amount of people that come out to compete at this sort of event, like, I mean, if you're traveling to compete at a Rivals of Aether 2 event, you're probably pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, but the really cool thing about this Rivals 2 bracket is there's not the plethora of experience when you come to, like, maybe a Melee or a PM or even Rivals 1 tournament. You don't have those years of gaps between players when it comes to, like, experiencing the game. There's only a couple of people who were even in the beta who were able to play here. Not like the weekend betas, but like the beta.
Yeah, you had to pay a little extra for the Kickstarter.
Yeah, so truthfully, a lot of the players here have all only really been playing like a significant amount for a month or two. So
yeah. And something I love about Rivals 2 compared to, like, well, Rivals 1 and other games is that it's a fresh start.
Yep.
And, like, names that you normally expect to, like, do well at this sort of event, like old school names from, like, Rivals 1. I mean, like, there's just so much more competition than there ever was in Rivals 1.
And because so much is borrowed from a plethora of different games, it doesn't feel like any one genre of game is really having an advantage. One thing I've seen when I've watched, like, competitive games is there's a mix of all sorts of games and players that are doing well at these tournaments, and it's almost a test of your adaptability, your ability to learn quickly, and just your willingness to kind of throw out the things that work and include the things that do work, and just kind of take that time and determination to practice and improve. And those are the players that are succeeding, not the ones that have just been playing for an extended period of time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, well, you know, we all come from, like, different backgrounds coming into Rivals of Aether 2, whether that's a different platform fighter or just no platform fighter experience at all. But at the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just you and your
it's
opponent.
whoever pressed the buttons better.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it comes down to. And the truth is, there's a lot of things going into who's pressing the buttons better here. And it's really cool to watch. It makes this tournament, in my opinion, one of the most special ones, because it really is so much up in the air. It's really just a ton of new faces. There were a ton of upsets in pools of A and doubles. You know, a lot of people don't know what to expect. Seeding was all over the place because how do you seed a game with a fresh start?
Yeah, this is like one of the first in-person majors for the Rivals of Aether 2, and I think that alone like sets a new level of prestige for this kind of event.
And that's one of the real special things about Heatwave is Heatwave was very special in that it was one of the few Rivals-focused events for Rivals 1. You know, we have a ton of side games and fighting games. If you're a fighting game player, come to Heatwave, you'll love it. But the really cool thing about Heatwave for Rivals players was, unlike a lot of these other stages of like Genesis or Riptide, they don't have to share that main stage. That main stage is for Rivals.
Yeah.
And so for Rivals 2, that's a really cool concept that's bringing in not just Rivals 1 players who are familiar with it, but we have a ton of big names who are here as well who are from other genres because they've heard that and they're excited about that concept.
Yeah, speaking of our next players, we got Helios versus Ash. So looking like it's going to be a Zetterburn versus
Raster or Kane is what it's going to be. Ash is also a local here in Arizona. Played Rivals 1. Played Orcane in Rivals 1, but had a plethora of experience with the entire cast and has primarily been playing Raster here in Rivals 2.
So, I mean, Raster coming into this game, I mean, especially after they nerfed his side special, so that way it had to make sure, so you have to hit your opponent to do it. I know a lot of Raster players. I know my friend who's a Raster main was just like doom and gloom, like this character's bad. We're never playing him again. But like, it took
and then
it
you
took
watch
a little
Marlon win another tournament with Raster.
Yeah, Marlon can do it with anybody. But no, it's the character is still very powerful, and I mean, like, look at that slipstream right off of the start.
And the truth is about the slipstream is it doesn't mean slipstream isn't good when you hit it. It just means you have to now hit it.
Yeah.
So the mind game has switched, not in that Raster is in a no longer oppressive, strong character, but that there's more counterplay to preventing him from getting to that kind of God mode state that Raster can really get in when he's in that slipstream.
Oh,
and speaking of in that slipstream, almost going to get that edge guard, but perhaps going to get the ledge hog here.
Okay, couldn't get the angle just right.
Yeah, and went for that special get-up option to try to extend the time on that ledge and ledge hog it just for that moment longer, so that way Zetterburn couldn't snap to it.
Yeah, no, Raster's combo game is truly some of the best in the entire cast. But
Shine Up
his
Strong.
kill power is the best.
Yeah. Zetterburn is still wonderful at getting kills of all types, really. But that Shine Up Strong is absolutely a go-to. And it is not only good for early damage, but it's good for early stocks as well.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, all it takes is just a couple of hits from Raster, and it's looking like it could go either way right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Seeing some shield drops from Helios to try to get into that neutral openings, but it seems like Ash is really opting to play this kind of grounded game. Play those dash dances, wait for whiff punishes, and just find these grab openings on Helios. And I think that means that this down air is probably going to be Helios' best friend to getting past that CC and those defensive options.
Didn't quite get the sweet spot, but didn't need it. It's still Raster forward air. Get the clap.
Yeah, and the DI mix-ups are really brutal against a character like Raster. Does know how to tech the down throw, isn't going for it every time, which I do like, because that forces the Raster to actually have to react, and there's a mind game added to it. If you miss that tech every time, then suddenly the Raster can just go for a down strong. But mixing up the options you're going for from Helios is a great way to kind of keep the Raster on toes. That being said, Ash has been keeping up even with those mix-ups.
Yeah, excellent just wave dash in place to just read the tech option. And I mean, like, Helios here, they're not looking too hot.
This could be it right there. No, the fair doesn't connect, but no air dodge. Does
DI'd out to make sure they couldn't get the follow-up there.
Yeah.
Very important against Raster to like be DI'd out most of the time.
Great down strong, not going to kill. Good DI from Ash, but this is so much extra credit going on the stock. And just the raw F strong while landing, you know? Sometimes you're not ready for it. Yeah.
Why not? Just throw it out.
Yeah.
You got a lead.
I mean, the why not is because you get Shine Up Strong, but if you don't get Shine Up Strong,
they die.
Yeah, there you go. And that was a convincing first game from Ashe, but the truth is Raster's one of those characters that can die very quickly.
Especially versus Zetterburn.
Yes.
Like, Raster is the lightest character in the game, and like while he does have that insane advantage state and can like push combos better than any other character in the game, the reality is you don't need to hit Raster that many times to bring it back to
You're
even.
a couple neutral interactions away from losing, and that game was absolutely within the grasp of Helios. And I like this pick because the truth is this is a big stage, right? And this big stage means Raster, in theory, might live a bit longer, but against a character like Zetterburn, those blast zones aren't going to let you necessarily live that many moves that would kill normally. But what it will mean is that Helios has the room to DI out enough on the combo game from Ashe, as well as tech onto these platforms during combos and potentially find ways out.
Yeah, something I want to say about the way Ashe is playing right now is oh, that's going to do it.
Yeah.
Ashe has been, like, you know, setting up Slipstream is like the question that a lot of Raster mains have been trying to figure out how to, like, do in this game. And what I've been noticing that Ashe has been doing is every time that it sets up into a tech chase situation, Ashe can just throw out the Slipstream, and, I mean, like, there's not much that you can do there. You just get caught.
Yeah, and I think it's it begs a question of how is Helios really playing around it, and truthfully, not really engaging with the counterplay too much, not opting to go on those platforms, not opting to parry it ever that we've seen. So all that could have been an upstrong,
yeah,
but not
it
quite.
might have been a misinput, honestly. Because,
Yeah.
that looked like a perfect setup for a stock.
Yeah, but yeah, we're seeing that slipstream get through every time, and this is, like we said, that slipstream is when Raster enters this oppressive state that really no character feels comfortable dealing with.
Yeah, no.
It's only before that slipstream comes out that you feel like you can actually deal with this character, and if you keep giving him the slipstream, if you force him to not have to find these openings, then suddenly this Raster might just run away with things and no tech. That's going to be an upclap perfectly spaced by Ashe.
Yeah, no, Helios, you need to dig deep here to make this comeback.
Ooh, great waveland to mix that up there a little bit. Goes for the down strong, but doesn't quite make it all the way to the end.
The
on that
directional
down
air
special.
dodge just hovering him in the air just long enough to survive. Misses the wave shine up smash.
And we've seen a couple of confirms whiffed on Helios' part, and that's just something you can't get away with. But F throw with
Great DI.
fire, not gonna do it.
That's fire capital actually hurting Helios in the counter pick because, you know, any other stage, that forward throw would take it.
Yeah, but that down strong will do it. 170, a very, very healthy stock for Raster to die at. So,
yeah, if you're Ashe here, you basically got 3 stocks from that one.
Yeah, absolutely. You're very happy with that. And this is a big hill to climb right now from Helios. And I think it has to start with finding a counterplay to the slipstream.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing about Rivals is that, like, everyone's advantage state can be so good that, like, even though this is not looking great, like, I mean, all it takes is just one combo opener.
Yeah, and we're seeing some big combos come out, but Ashe is hitting back every time the combos start. And one thing I want to say right now from Ashe that he's doing to secure the slipstream, every time I've seen Helios Fireball and slipstream is off cooldown, Ashe is pressing slipstream. He's more than happy to go on fire when he's at these low percents if it means that he gets a successful slipstream out on the stage.
Yeah, no, a slipstream feels like it's been up more often than not in this game, and which is just exactly what you want as Raster because it just puts your character
Great
to the next
shield
level.
pressure into a great dare off stage, but isn't going to quite get the edge guard, and that may make a reversal here. At a high percent right now from Helios.
Finally using for a special. Oh,
yeah.
And that's just checkmate.
Yeah, special throw into following the tech into F-clap. Great awareness from Ashe, saving that to the very end, knowing that's what he needs to seal out the set.
Yeah, no, Ashe definitely played that really well, like focusing on just finding the opportunities when, like every throw he got throughout the set, just immediately down throw, forced them into a reaction tech. And once it finally got to that point where he knew that he could secure a kill using the special throw, he then finally threw it out, and at that point there was no conditioning on like what throw or what special thing he would do, and so, you know, able to secure the stock and the set that way.
Yeah, and we're moving through these Wave B pools, but please feel free to check out the Start GG and look at some of the other games going on that aren't on stream. There's so many people here and there's so many games being run that we can't be aware of them all. And we can't stream them all either, but there's a ton of upsets, there's a ton of games going on that are really worth checking the results of and just kind of keeping track of all that. It's really interesting to see which players are making runs, which players are maybe getting upset a little early.
Yeah, I mean, like, these early months of the game just barely being out, it's really going to, like, set the stage for, like, who are the players to watch out for? Who are the names that everyone will hear about? And we're seeing that now with these new players. But looking for our next set, we have Chef Q versus T-Rai.
Yes, I do not know either of these players. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
I commentated a double set with Chef Q earlier. Definitely a very solid player. I forget who they play, but there's definitely, like, I would say that they're the ones who are more likely expected to win this, just based on how they performed in doubles.
Okay, that makes sense. But we're yet to see T-Rai, so perhaps there's some fight in the tank there that we're not aware of.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be so many hidden bosses because it's not just Rivals players that are coming out for this. It's Melee players, it's Ultimate players, it's PM players, it's NASB players. Like the Rivals of Aether 2, what I love about it is it's just pulling everyone together into our, because we all love platform fighters.
Yes.
And Rivals of Aether 2 is an incredibly well-made game, and we're here for it.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the bracket now, and it does look like Chef Q is the one seeded to win this and make it out of pools.
Yeah, all right. And we got Crag versus Orcane.
It looks like T-Rai took it 2-1 over Guinness, who is a Rivals 1 player. Well, Chef Q took it 2-0 over player Sprocket, who I think is a local AZ player that I don't know much about, but I do know lives here. So great stuff from both of them to make it this far. This puts them in winners quarterfinals right now is what we are watching.
Yeah, no, we're starting to get further and deeper into the bracket, and like as we move on and as we have all these different players fighting for each other, the stakes only get higher and higher. I mean, the prestige of making it to day 2 of one of the first Rivals of Aether 2 super majors, or majors, sorry.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, like, who doesn't want that?
Yeah, it's very exciting, and it, like you said, it's a fresh start. It's a proving ground for a lot of these players. Some of them have been playing since the game's release and really grinding it out because they're excited, they're motivated, and this is their playing grounds to prove that that work has paid off. Mm-hmm. And it looks like they're now striking after what looked like a button check.
Yeah, no, like, the cool thing about this game is that there is a tournament mode that you can use to, like, automate all this stuff. But, I mean, at the same time, you don't need to turn it on to, play your tournament sets.
A lot of players are used to games without that tournament mode, and so they're just used to telling the other player what they want to ban.
When I went to my first Rivals 2 local, and I realized I didn't have to pull my earbuds out if I didn't want to.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits. And another boon to not having to pull your earbuds out is in that tourney mode, there's actually an RPS mode. So if you really want to, you can go to a local and you can never talk to anyone. But that's not what Rivals 1 is about.
That's not what local
Rivals 2 is about.
No, if you have a chance to go to a local near you, definitely check it out. It's going to be a fantastic way to make friends and build up a community. Yeah,
so we're now seeing this. It's a Crag v Orcane, and it looks like Chef Q is the Crag, while T-Rai is the Orcane. And so far we're seeing back and forth, but a big extension there from Chef Q, and a little bit of off DI is going to find that stock early.
That's actually really important for Chef Q here, because Orcane can live for really long percents if you can't find the kill. But I mean, like, look at this, 71%.
Chef Q is definitely comfortable with the combo game on Crag. That is what I am noticing right here off the bat, getting so much mileage out of these early hits and going for different combo starters every time. The like Nair 1 into up tilt, some great finds there to get a lot of early percent from Chef Q. And in those best of threes, you don't have a lot of time to start figuring out the counterplay.
Yeah, no, it can all happen so fast. And I mean, like, it didn't take long for T-Rai here to be, almost on his last stock.
Yeah.
But I can sense that T-Rai is starting to get a feel for the matchup, but maybe it's a little too little too late.
Yeah, I mean, T-Rai started out of the gate swinging.
Great puddle F strong.
Yeah, great puddle F strong there. And this is where Orcane can tack on so much percent, but great DI follow-up off of that down throw.
Yeah, I mean, that's just criminal. Just run up strong. That's going to murder at any percent.
Yeah, absolutely. very scary. It kills very early. Crag is a heavy boy with some very strong buttons. Oh my gosh, a Nair 1 into the grab follow-up after following the DI. Yeah, Chef Q is very comfortable with this low percent combo game, and that's something that is very, very important to have, because if you can extend these low percent combos and get them in the high percent as fast as possible, Crag has some really amazing ways to close out stocks.
Uh-oh, this could be huge.
All the grab.
Throw to throw him back out there.
Oh my gosh, the down rock. Oh, okay, goes for the cancel there.
Choosing to not go back to Puddle because, I mean, that's the hard thing about having Puddle on the stage. It can sometimes be a little obvious that you want to go for it.
Yeah.
So T-Rai here proving that they don't need Puddle to make it back to the stage.
And a lot of these Orcanes will actually cancel that Puddle on stage so that they can reverse their character and get what is called a Bubble Butt, which is a reverse fair back to stage. But that is not going to be enough to get T-Rai back to stage there, as a Galaxy Fair from Crag, meaning end of game 1. Yeah. On to game 2, and some stuff to figure out, because that was pretty solid by Chef Q.
Yeah, no, Chef Q definitely, like, making Crag not look like a heavy, just like the speed with the all the different ways that Chef Q can, like, approach the game. And I mean, like, you wouldn't expect that coming from other games. The heavies in this game are fast.
Yes,
and
they are absolutely quite quick. And Crag is interesting because he has a lot of options on those shields, because he has a command grab in the air, which is the same move to pull out the rock. There's just 3 bears to start off the bat, and that's 36%. 4. I miscounted.
Yeah,
I must be as dazed as the Orcane after that one.
Yeah, just quick 60 to start it off. But I mean, the thing about Orcane in this matchup is, like, you get well-placed bubbles with, and like Crag, unlike a lot of other characters, he's not going to have the chance to DI out of it because he's just so big. Oh, great charge on that down strong.
Yeah. And opting to use Rock there to try to get the edge guard to see if he can snipe the Orcane going all the way up there, but unsuccessful. But even still, that is going to be a quick stock.
Yeah, no, these forward airs have been deleting Orcane way sooner than they should.
Yeah, it's clear that Chef Q knows and has the awareness to know when he can close out those stocks.
Yeah, but, you know, Shields is starting to look a little cracked on Chef Q's side, but I don't think that's going to come into play. If anything, Chef Q's the one who's going to get the shield break. Oh.
That is great find. A little bit of too aggressive of a pillar there, and immediately the punish there from the Orcane. That's going to be a very early stock, all things considered, on Crag.
Yeah, no, like, Orcane back air, one of the strongest moves in the game. The only issue with it is that it's hard to get the sweet spot for it. So
yeah.
It shows mastery of the character to get that.
Ooh, not going to die off that, but is going to get hit by that rock. That bubble, but does get really punished.
The back throw? That's going to take it.
That is such fast punishing. Yeah. Chef Q very comfortable on this stage. Very punishing, going for those grab loops there, but not quite going to find them. Even still, going to just tack on percent any which way. Give him a bear, give him a nair, give him a dare.
Not giving him a chance to breathe. Okay. Just use the plat drop, try to get follow-up, but not enough. Still, though, if I'm T-Rai here, like, what do you need to do to make this comeback?
Yeah, I think it starts with getting these tech chases.
That was a really good back air.
And getting some combos like that, but these edge guards are going to need to come through too, and that is a hard ask because Crag is a very difficult character to edge guard. Does get the bear, but can't follow with anything. Does get the wall powered, but the wall's going to save, but not again, not ready to tech it afterwards.
T-Rai really understanding that, like, you know, recognizing that the wall is there and just immediately setting up another Puddle F-Strong.
Yeah, and this is some big shift in momentum that we're getting from T-Rai. A lot of percent being added on. Suddenly this lead isn't looking quite as big as it was just moments ago.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I was saying, that
slips off the ledge there.
You have to be so careful landing on Crag Pillar, because if he up specials right as you land on it, you die.
Yeah, you can get a tech off, and if you're in those iframes of tech, you won't go into free fall, which is the mix-up, but the down B into the up strong is going to take it from Crag and close that set out, but there was a lot of fight near the tail end.
Yeah,
I mean, wonder what that would have been like in a best of 5.
That's kind of what I was wondering too. T-Rai at the end, like, you know, down 2 stocks to 1, down 80% on their last stock, and they figured out what they needed to do. But the problem of being in a best of 3 format is you need to figure that out faster.
Yep, and that's what we saw from Chef Q. Like, immediately out of the gate, was just comfortable starting those combos, finding ways to mix it up. Nothing kept the same. No combos were getting repeated. And it meant T-Rai had so much of a mental stack to try to get through all those mix-ups fast enough to find their own openings as well. And even if you start to get in the tail end, it doesn't matter if you close it out before that game 3.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? T-Rai still has a chance to make a run in losers bracket,
Yes, that was winners.
and I would be afraid to fight them for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And perhaps maybe some Crag experience in the meantime will help them in case they run back into... Actually, in pools, I don't think that can happen from winners quarters. They won't run back into each other.
Yeah.
So walking up stage, we have V-Strides versus Bunthers. So this is interesting. V-Strides, local Arizona player. Bunthers, on the other hand, is a high seed here at this tournament. I believe a top 8 seed. I think right at 8. So Bunthers probably the favorite here for sure. I can say that comfortably. But V-Strides is no slouch. And this, I think, is winner's side. I'm pretty confident in saying that.
Yeah, no, so, I mean... Again,
Yes,
like this is exciting because this is the first Rivals 2 tournament to have like all of the top talent come to it in person.
Yes.
I mean the online for this game is great, but being here in person, that's where the real competition
Yeah,
happens.
and you're seeing so many friendlies played by people from different games and from different areas of the world and all these different things. And everyone's just commingling super well. Everyone's offering friendlies. Everyone's offering their knowledge to one another. And it's just like a rapid way to learn and improve. And I mean, that's something you're going to need against a player like Bunthers, who I can only imagine, if I'm not familiar from some of the tournaments they may have entered, but if you're a top 8 seed here at Heatwave, that means you have some history in this game.
You have a pedigree.
Yes, absolutely. And so V-Strides, definitely a solid player within the local Arizona community.
Yeah. Tell us more about V-Strides.
Yeah, V-Strides played Rivals 1, showed up quite a bit to those locals, and was a competitive player, but really in Rivals 2 has been making a lot of upsets, making good bracket runs. Have seen them in some of the locals here in the top 8s. Mainly been playing Crag, to my knowledge. Well, I don't know. It looks like Bunthers is going to go Orcane.
That was from the last set. So.
Oh, okay. Bunthers still may be picking.
Yeah.
I played Bunthers in doubles, and it was double Crag, but that could have just been a doubles tactic.
I mean, hey, Crag and doubles, really good character.
But we might be seeing a Crag Ditto, which for me, I love. I think it is one of the coolest Dittos in the game, because both these characters, Crag, the character, has so many mind games that he can do, and so many Crags opt for different ways to approach it, you know? So really seeing the battle of ideas is what it feels like when you watch two Crags pair up against one another, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Battle of the ideas. I don't know if their brains have anything more going on in there than Rock.
Yeah, well, Rock is sometimes all you need.
I mean, hey, they're still winning. Like
the mental overload, though, of when two Rocks are on screen, I don't know what that does to a Crag player. But as a viewer, I love to see it.
No, it is very fun to watch these two characters just fight each other, because I mean, Crag's combo game is surprisingly good for a heavy, and getting the chance to combo himself must be fun.
Yeah, and right now we see V-Strides coming out of the gate swinging, but there's that aerial command grab. If you go for that rock pull, the neutral special, in the air, it turns into a command grab there.
Yeah, and that's brand new to this game. That was not something that you got to ever see in Rivals 1.
Yeah.
And the fact that, Crag gets a cargo throw, I mean, he was already an incredible character in 1, so giving him that tool, forward air, that tool's good no matter what.
on Bear to find with that Nair and get the edge guard fair afterwards. Great awareness from Bunthers there to know how to close out the stock. V-Strides may have come out swinging, but Bunthers very clearly comfortable with how to get these edge guards.
And that's going to be really important in this set, because I mean, if you don't get the edge guards versus Crag, then he's just going to live for forever.
Yes.
And you don't want to be fighting a Crag to see him get to 200%. That is so demoralizing.
And honestly, to me, one of the characters the best at edge guarding Crag is Crag, because one of the few characters that can actually stay off stage long enough against Crag is going to be him.
Great tech
and
base there.
Those rocks and those pressures with those big aerials are going to be really, really important for pressuring the other Crag out.
Yeah, almost got caught holding rock there. You never want to be holding rock when somebody starts a combo on you.
Yeah. Ooh, the reverse hit bear going to send V-Strides off stage. Going to get back to stage, but even still, Bunthers able to follow it. Gets the reverse hit bear into a fair there. Looks very, very comfortable with that one.
Yeah, no, it's cool 142%. For Crag, that's You're just barely getting the kill percent now.
Yeah. However, we have been seeing V-Strides die quite a bit earlier. It seems like Bunthers maybe is a bit more comfortable with these kill confirm openings, and V-Strides may be struggling a little bit more to find them, but there we go. Does get that fair. That is a Galaxy. No DI going to save Bunthers from that one, and now it's 2-1 on the stocks. V-Strides has a long way to go to make this one up and can't be getting hit by combos like this.
Yeah, no, great combo starter from Bunthers over here. And just setting up the edge guard again. I mean,
Great tech.
Krag was forced to recover there, but good job avoiding the situation.
Yeah. Ooh, the two side Bs. Who's going to come out on top? Goes for the side B again from Val, but doesn't quite get to keep the combo going. Gets hit off stage.
Doesn't have pillar anymore.
Ooh, great ledge grab into that up air immediate from Bunthers. Knows exactly what he wanted, what they wanted to do.
Yeah, that wave land up air would have been really nice if they had landed it, but
yeah.
I mean, it's not looking like they're going to need it. Oh, you could have just gone for the up strong.
Yeah.
You did not need to do all the extra stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Val going to get an opening here to perhaps get the edge guard going. Great rock off stage, finds the F strong after the air dodge up.
Bunthers trying to show off too much?
Oh my gosh, she just got grabbed after. She just got grabbed out of the side B. That had to feel bad. Immediately the kill confirm ready from Bunthers to follow.
You have to be so careful when characters come off Angel Plat in this game. It's so easy for them to just come down with just something that'll kill you.
Yes, absolutely. But we saw some fight coming back from Val. That was a last stock scenario. Healthy stock from Bunthers, but even still, Val started to turn up the jets at the end there. So
yeah, I mean, it helped that Bunthers had a guaranteed kill and then decided to try to style on her.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're going to play Krag and not style on the opponent, why are you playing Krag, right? Like, that's half the fun of this character.
Why are you playing Rivals if you're not trying to style on
Exactly.
them?
And, I mean, Krag has so many ways to do it for sure.
Oh, down air.
Great down air. Just threatening with these re-grabs, gets
And
the down
that's it.
special, and that's going to be end of that stock. Absolutely. Very convincing there from Bunthers.
Bunthers opening up with a very commanding lead. Oh, using V-Stride's rock against her. You hate to see it.
Try and go for that parry each time. Not quite finding him, but even still going to find a huge opening right there.
And that's Rockwall for you.
That is
letting
Rockwall.
V-Strides get a kill so much earlier than they would otherwise.
Yeah, this is a notorious Krag stage because not only is Krag good on it, but so is Krag. And really helping Val out in that scenario.
True. I mean, hey, that's the reality of Ditto. Best player wins.
Yeah, there you go. And right now, they're just scrapping back and forth. Bunthers a bit of a lead, perhaps going to close up the stock there. Yes, not good enough DI to get through that one.
Rockwall giveth and Rockwall taketh away.
Yeah, I mean, those fares are real strong when you're that far out, that close to the blast zone. Those horizontal blast zones, there's not a lot to go. That means that F strong going to get real close to the killing, but not quite enough.
Just a few more percent and that would have done it. And
But Rock barely doesn't hit, and Bunthers does get back to stage. Even still,
getting
combo
stuck on the rock, you hate to see it.
Yeah, going to mess up the tech timing there for Bunthers. That going to be a huge opening potentially for Val. Great up air to follow off that ledge. Gets the dash attack off stage, going all the way out.
Wow,
but
they're
can't quite find
fighting
it.
off stage there.
Yeah. Great grab after that floor hug there, but not going to quite be enough. And Bunthers now has the reversal off stage. Goes for the rock after the immediate pillar, and Bunthers going to take that real quick.
Yeah, no, V-Strides had an opportunity to like tech chase Bunthers there at the end, but the tech roll in allowed Bunthers to allowed Bunthers to get the combo instead and close out the set.
Yeah. So that will be the end of winners quarterfinals on stream. So right now in winners semifinals of the same pool that we saw with Bunthers and V-Strides, we have Evil Nardwar waiting
One of the best
for
Loxodont players in the world,
which is going to be against Ash, as that score just got reported 2-1 for Ash over Nothai. Or not high. I'm not sure if which of those two.
That's the same question we were asking earlier.
And it looks like Chef Q is going to play Bunthers in winners.
Another Krag Ditto.
Another Krag Ditto. So that will be interesting. Bunthers warmed up and ready for that Ditto. But it looks like on stream we have MSB versus... I can't quite make out who that is, but MSB is a notorious Rivals 1 player. Very good Krag. Has already established himself as a very good Krag in Rivals 2 as well.
Yeah,
so,
not everyone's transferring to this game as cleanly, but MSB is sticking to it like butter.
MSB, one of the top players in Rivals 1, and no surprise, a top player here in Rivals 2 as well.
You love to see the OG Rivals talent come up.
Oh,
come
absolutely.
out for this.
Absolutely. I'm going to see if I can see this other pool that we are looking at. If we can see perhaps who these players had to play in order to get here. So this pool is in winners. This is a winners quarterfinals match of MSB versus CPU Zero. Okay. That is a local Arizona Melee player. I think plays Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
In Melee.
But hey,
and has been absolutely on the Rivals grind for sure. I see them pinging matchmaking here in Arizona, matchmaking. Really enjoying the game, really enjoying Fleet, and probably knowing them, considering how competent they are in Melee, improving at a rapid pace.
Yeah, I mean, well, if Jigglypuff had an element, it would be air. So
Yes.
it makes sense that Fleet is the choice for CPU Zero in this game.
Yes.
But it's going to be interesting seeing Melee talent clashing versus Rivals talent.
Yes.
And that's one of the coolest things about Rivals, too, is that we're just getting the best talent from every single game all coming together to like really prove who is the best platform fighter out there.
And I can say, not just from Rivals 1 results, but from Rivals 2 results, MSB is definitely going to be leaning the favorite here. However, CPU Zero, I mean, this is one of those chances where CPU Zero has some local experience against Crags, and perhaps maybe has seen MSB play on streams and things like that, and has some knowledge or gimmicks that they can open up with.
Yeah, that's going to be the hardest thing for solo Smash players to contend with coming into this game, is that just understanding all of the different matchups and different tools that each character has available. Because, I mean, in this game, there's just more buttons that you can press.
Absolutely. Yeah. So right now we're seeing them go tit for tat right now when it comes to scrapping. CPU Zero, I think the main thing that I'm going to be expecting here from Fleet is a lot of these edge guards to come out.
Yes,
Crag is definitely a hard one to edge guard, but that is really where Fleet gets a lot of her advantage.
I mean, I feel like that's the way you have to play the matchup as Fleet, because you're so light otherwise that you just can't let Crag be living to these high percents. You go out there, float until he pillars, and then get rid of it.
However, Crag may not have a float, but he does have a rock, and that did quite a bit there in that edge guard there for MSB against CPU Zero. Going to take that first stock, and starting with that early lead, ever since those early scraps, it's just been all
using
MSB.
the pillar almost letting MSB secure an even earlier stock.
Oh my gosh, that was a lot of percent, and this is a scary situation.
Nice wall jump off the pillar.
Yeah.
Oh, but the back hit of up special is really powerful, really strong tool in Fleet's kit.
And one thing, we're talking about edge guards here for Fleet, the thing that I'm not sure if CPU Zero is aware of, but MSB is the Crag of all time when it comes to coming up with tech and using old tech when it comes to recovering and mix-ups and all of that. When it came to Rivals 1, edge guarding this man was a feat to behold, because he has all the tricks in the books.
Oh, getting to stand on the rock to take that stock.
Both of them are using these stage hazards put in by Crag in order to find these openings.
Crag is a stage hazard.
Yeah, well, it's looking like it's a stage hazard that is doing a lot against CPU Zero right now.
Yeah,
so much pressure going on. Great wall to catch the air dodge, forces it out, goes for the waveland on stage into the down strong.
And MSB was there to cover it. Is that going to be enough to take it? Oh,
no.
Didn't hold ledge long enough.
Not quite going to hold ledge long enough, but he is going to follow all the way out. CPU Zero, so much percent that he has to make up right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, if you're CPU Zero now, is this your first time ever fighting a good Crag player?
Yeah, you can have fought local Crags here in Arizona, but you have not fought a Crag like MSB. That is something I can guarantee. This man has all sorts of tricks and mix-ups and really just knows what he's doing already. It's clear to see here in Rivals 2.
Yeah, no, you're saying that like MSB is like known for all of different tech skill that it can have, and it's going to be exciting seeing the old Rivals 1 tech be implemented in this new engine alongside the brand new tech that you can do in this game.
He's not one of those Rivals 1 players that are still committed on Rivals 2 or Rivals 1. He's full on motivated to make Rivals 2 his main game and learn all the new things that are going on. So it's clear to see he's already incorporating new mix-ups into his game plan.
MSB has definitely done his homework.
Yeah. That being said, CPU Zero, a great player in Melee. Let's see if that adaptation that is forced to come through and so much tournament experience for him can help him get through this wall that is Crag right now.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, the percents don't look good for SCPU 0 now, but, I mean, the thing with Fleet is the percents don't matter that
misses
much.
the up air. That's a really big, important miss there for CPU 0. Going to let him live with that stock a bit longer.
Air Armada's large blast zones helping out CPU 0 here.
Yeah, it does get back to stage. Very helpful. All the percent he can get here on this percent on a stock this high is going to be so critical to trying to even this game back up. But right now, just these rock shard shenanigans, so much pressure there from MSB.
Excellent awareness from MSB to realize that the only way that CPU 0 can make it back to the stage there was through the ledge.
Yeah, and this comes down to stage pick, to be perfectly honest. Because you don't have those walls going all the way down, it means that CPU 0 has to be careful how low they go. And additionally, because Air Armada's smaller stage in the center but bigger blast zones on the sides, it means there's a lot of room to have to drift over, which means you're in that horizontal spot next to stage for such a long time that those rock shards are so threatening.
Yeah.
You know,
and the thing about Crag on this stage is like pillar. You can pillar underneath the stage if you really wanted to.
Yep.
And you know, Fleet normally can get a lot from being able to down air people, but I mean, there's not much that you can do if you're down airing onto Crag on pillar.
yeah. I'm really interested to see if CPU 0 can play a bit more aggressive off these rocks and these down Bs coming out from MSB, because right now those are going to be the main way he's playing neutral and keeping so much pressure on CPU 0.
Down
Looks like,
strong took that stock stupid early.
yeah, not going to be the case there. Really needs to close out this stock. I'm liking the use of the float fair, but right now Crag's hitboxes are just a little too big for that to be enough.
Oh, and a misinput to end the game. Or maybe just deciding that, like, nope, MSP's too good. Let's just get it over with.
I think knowing CPU 0 with their with his positive attitude, that was definitely a misinput.
Yeah, no, it can be difficult with Fleet because when you want to recover, like, a really good thing that you can do as Fleet is to B reverse your down B.
Yep.
It's that way you can, like, get back to the stage that way.
Yep.
But, you know, sometimes that can mix up the signals in your brain.
That is winter quarters, though. So CPU 0 not out. Had to play a very good player MSB. I'm certain we'll have to play many good players in losers as well, but we'll have more chances.
CPU 0 definitely still a very solid player for making it to winners finals in this. So like
quarters, but yeah.
Oh, winners quarters. My bad. That was the game to make it into top 32, correct?
No. So winner quarters that was in a winners semifinals.
Okay, I see now.
So now it is Omar versus Penguin, which
that's gonna be a hot set.
Talk about top level players playing right off the bat in pools. This is probably the highest profile game this high profile set that we will have commentated so far in this block. I'm really excited to see this. I've not seen either of these two play. Both of them are notorious players from Rivals 1, very good players.
Yeah,
from
no,
Rivals
I got
1.
to watch them playing doubles earlier today, and they are fantastic players. You know.
Yeah.
Penguin not having Absa has definitely been a challenge for her, but I mean, Orcana is still a pretty good character.
Yeah, and I think Omar plays
Loxodon.
Loxodon is what I saw in doubles. I'm wondering if that was a doubles pick or if also what...
From what I know of Omar, I think he's been going solo Loxodon and has been doing very
cool.
well with him.
I really love watching these solo heavy mains because there's so much tech skill that they know and so many mix-ups that they're doing with their characters that really you're only seeing those high-level mind games out of those solo mains.
Yeah, no, and it's really interesting seeing the solo mains playstyle because, like, you can watch one Loxodon player and another Loxodon player like Evil Nardwar and Omar, and they will just play so different from each other. Like, they just approach the game in different ways, and that's the beauty of Rivals 2. You can approach the game in your own unique way and still find success.
And that was absolutely true in Rivals 1, where there was a lot of room for interactivity, but also player expression. But it's even greater of a window right now in Rivals 2 because the game is so fresh.
Yeah,
that it really is for a lot of players a battle of ideas, right? You have these players who've been playing for a couple weeks, labbing things out, trying things out, and now this is a proving grounds to see if their ideas are strong enough for one another, if their ideas solve what the other ones are bringing up, and really just that player and matchup experience, how well versed these players are in all of those
Yeah, no, this early stage of the meta is going to be really defining for a lot of characters' playstyles, because from this point on, like we now have VODs to review and be like, okay, so this is how Omar plays Loxodon.
Yes.
I should learn that. I should learn something from him. He does this in this situation. I'll start doing that, and it can really start to inform the meta. But for now, there is no meta.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what to do except well, the players who are winning.
And so this is winners semifinals, which means I believe this is still a best-of-3 match, which is terrifying.
Crazy to see that Penguin Omar is a best-of-3 set.
Yeah, that is some high-stakes pressure, something that neither of these two players are, like, uncomfortable with. But it does mean that a lot is going to come out of this game 1, and we're going to Ho Dojo, a stage we've, I don't think, seen so far, but a stage I love. I think the music is great. Comes from Hodan from Rivals 1. It's his...
I don't like Hodan, but that's just because he's the only character to ever JV for me, but that's besides the point.
Oh my gosh, almost great edge guard, but that puddle is going to be huge there for Penguin to get back to stage. Even still, going tit for tat, Omar very comfortable clearly for edge guarding.
Very close game so far. I would say that Penguin would typically be the player you'd expect to win, but you know the advantage of Omar is that they have their main, and you know.
And that's what you may say in Rivals 1, but the truth here is in Rivals 2, it's a new proving grounds for all these players. You know, players that may have, oh my gosh,
that was an
great
excellent
nair.
tech nair, and that's going to be it. That's going to take the stock.
The Ledgehog going to cover there, doesn't opt to go on stage there for Omar, and doesn't
barely
quite find
survives.
that kill. Yeah, just barely.
Arcane, deceptively heavy.
But even still, not a super healthy stock here. Hoping to close it out early there for Omar, but great DI from Penguin there.
Penguin's movement is just making it so hard for Omar to find any meaningful
Great up
hits.
strong there. Great use of rock, but it is going to pop the Arcane up. Can't quite stop that snatch to lead. Even still, not too much percent. I say that, although we're starting a combo right here. Very scary situation.
Oh, didn't have a
Misses the
chance to tech.
Yeah, misses the tech there, but even still 80%. That is a lot for Arcane to have gotten.
If they got that down air, then they could have followed up into something really good.
So many strongs coming out. That's already 42 onto this Arcane, but dropping onto that puddle there is going to mean so much pressure is put onto Omar here. Great rising bear to get back to stage.
Something I have to say is that Omar has some of the best recoveries of any Loxodon I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's clear he's so quick with them that in these best-of-3 scenarios, there's not a lot of times to react and adapt to what he is throwing out. Great tech there.
Amazing tech.
So important.
Omar adapting and recognizing that the way he lost his stock in the first stock was because the tech nair.
Goes for the SSDI there, I'm sorry, to the left from the Arcane, and that was actually enough space to get between Omar and close out that stock. That was just great awareness from Penguin.
Yeah, exactly. You know, good use of the parry to give the invulnerability, set up the down strong, and now we have an even game.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, these low percent tech chases from Penguin adding a lot of pressure right now, just going for these grab loops, forcing shields. I mean, such a big character like Loxodon, it's hard to not fall onto these puddles.
Oh, careful. Huge tech.
Oh my
Has to recover the puddle. Huge opportunity for
now.
Omar. Almost the stock in just a couple of seconds.
I would have actually loved maybe not going for the rock there and trying to contest high, but perhaps knew that he couldn't get there in time. Either way, a ton of percent added from Omar, and now suddenly this Arcane's in no longer a healthy spot.
Oh, if that nair landed, that would have been so scary for Omar.
Doesn't get that nair, does have to up special to the stage.
And you can just charge it, but got the sour spot.
Oh my gosh, gonna live. Great DI from Penguin, but
And
that
that's
rock is
gonna
gonna
take
do
it.
it. Wow.
Omar, Omar was looking, you know, for most of that game, it was looking like Penguin was the one in control of everything, but then Omar just landed one combo at 0 to 80, and suddenly, you know, Penguin's the one playing on the back foot.
It looks like winner semis might be best of 5. Do you know if that's the case? Yes, winner semis is best of 5, so not a best of 3 between these two, which I love, because I already can tell you right now, Game 1 and Game 4 or Game 3 are going to look very different. So
Yeah,
I
mean,
love seeing the adaptation between
That
these two.
close of a Game 1, and we're in for a great set.
Yeah, absolutely. These two players, very close matched in skill, it appears. And just some great adaptations there. We saw that Penguin at that first stock there got a nair into Ledgehog off that side on Omar, and that took the stock. And then immediately in that last stock, when that nair came out, Omar teched it. And those little differences are all it takes to just reverse a game count.
Penguin here having a very solid advantage state versus Omar here, but Omar has been using parry a lot in this matchup to set up things. Barely survives the F strong.
Gets thrown a little too far away. That's so much percent. Oh, that's one thing. I mean, Loxodon is a character that can. Oh, great.
Amazing ledge hog. I mean, that's one of the advantages of Loxodon. Yeah. That's one of the advantages of Loxodon is their side special sets them up to ledge hog better than any other character in the game.
Absolutely. And those big hitboxes too, right? The ledge hogs are so scary when you're falling off that platform.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, gets the neutral pummel break. That's, you know, there's a lot of like decision making that goes into the grab system in this game. Like we saw with the Raster earlier, choosing not to use the special pummel until the very end of the set. But I mean, other players are willing to just take a pummel to try to get extra percent, even if it risks the grab being broken.
Yeah, and this is just back and forth, really close stock count here. Both of these players playing around that ledge super well and just keeping a lot of pressure on one another.
Getting caught in the bubbles, not enough to get the follow-up.
Yeah.
Oh, if that hit, that would have been a dead Orcane.
Yeah, the super hard move to DI there in such a high-stakes scenario. Even still, not going to connect, and now ledge card. So something I want to mention is that Penguin is trying real hard to ledge hog this Loxodon, and Omar is getting a lot of reversals for it. It's really important to do against a character like Loxodon, but it's also really scary because if you get reversal by Loxodon, like you said, those edge guards, those ledge hogs are so scary. Even still going to get that great confirm there.
Huge damage here, and not enough to kill. Orcane's heavy enough to survive those.
Yep. And looking as much extra credit as possible. These low percent combo games is where we've been seeing Penguin expertly maneuver herself.
Excellent use of the puddleless recovery and make it back, but you know those tusks are they're coming for you.
Great use of Nair bubble butt to put a lot of pressure on the Loxodon.
This is a scary situation for Omar. Able to still manage to make the recovery.
Yeah, forcing the stall long enough to get Penguin to go back to stage. But even still, a lot of percent coming out.
Oh, went for the up strong, but was able to DI down to ground to save themselves in time.
Yeah, absolutely. That floor hug coming in pivotal for Omar there to not get hit. And right now, it's Omar trying to swing back and even up these percentages, but Penguin not looking to let Omar.
But I mean,
great Nair no tech.
Has to use the down special recover here. Penguin not trying to parry the recovery.
Great sliding grab. It's so scary on Orcane, and those throws are going to be something you have to be careful of, and immediately the bubble into up there.
143. Next hit is probably going to be enough. Going to take it. Misses the up strong.
That's so important. Perhaps a reversal opportunity here for Omar,
like I was saying. Before it can land.
Great ledge hog, gets hit by the bubble butt though. That's so big. The down strong not going to connect. Gets the dare, going for the dash tag off stage, not going to connect. So intense right here on this ledge scenario.
It's anyone's game now.
Yeah, both of them are just scrapping right now. Great DI.
The DI out.
Good enough.
You had the DI on that was so deceptive because like the tusks normally kill off the top, and so Penguin, you know, did the, you know, assumed that the correct DI was DI out, but then got blown off the side instead.
Immediate run back to Julesville. Penguin knew that that game was hers, and that Omar just found a last-ditch effort in the end to get through, and immediately Penguin is not deterred, which I love to see.
Penguin looks like they're playing with they're upset.
Absolutely, yeah. Penguin is one of those players that was notorious in Rivals 1 for not getting upset, but also for just staying composed and knowing exactly what they need to do. So when I see Penguin go back to a stage, I don't think Penguin is tilted. I think Penguin knows exactly what she needs to do to bring the set count back into her favor.
She's definitely taking advantage of the fact that, you know, both those games are super close, but you know, they were even. They were not like, you're down 2-0, but you're definitely not out for the count.
Yeah, absolutely. And a strong start here. I think this stage really the small stage here makes Loxodon so difficult to play against this puddle, because it means that Penguin is consistently hitting this Loxodon towards the puddle and getting so much damage off these bubbles.
Able to use the special get up to reverse the situation. Not enough to, but Penguin still keeping up the assault.
Oh, that bubble actually going to interrupt the special get up there from Omar. Perhaps maybe helpful for him because he shields immediately after. Even still, so much percent being tacked on right now. Penguin is turning on the jets and not letting Omar breathe.
Yeah.
Ooh, use the puddle actually there, and that is
Accident.
gonna.
Yeah, that I don't believe that was intentional, because that set up the bad situation for Penguin.
Absolutely.
Giving Omar a chance to make the comeback. Oh, if that's down special hit, we might have seen a very early stock.
Yeah, that immediate side B gonna end up being so important for Penguin, and we've seen Omar. He is comfortable dragging
Great
these
use of the
games
command
back.
grab.
Great bubble, not going to get the up air. Immediate fair back from Omar to try to answer. Suddenly the percent is starting to get even back up. That lead from Penguin starting to disappear.
What I love about Omar's use of eyeball here. Oh, extra charge. Penguin started off this set with, or this game with such a lead, and Omar just slowly but surely bringing it back, and now it's the one in the lead.
Story of the heavyweights, right? You make a couple of mistakes, you let your guard down for a couple of seconds, you give them a couple of reads, and suddenly it's you off stage on your last stock, fighting for your life. Oh my gosh. Great text here from Penguin, but
Bubble Butt's just going to destroy him.
That is 97% before Penguin was able to take that stock. There's so much work to be done here, and that upstrong might just take it. Yes, it
will.
does.
A clean 3-0 from Omar. Wow. The start of that game 3, I was like, all right, Penguin for sure is going to take this game and bring us to a game 4. But Omar just found what they needed to, keep them in the fight and, take a 3-0 over one of the greatest Rivals 1 players of all time.
The advantage state that Omar was playing with that last game was phenomenal. That is, to me, someone who is super comfortable with Orcane how to play against, but also just with what he needs to do on Loxodon. That's what you see from a solo main. That's what you see from someone who's taking their character to the very brink and going as far as they can. Even with a character like Loxodon, people are used to heavies in other games. People are very quick to doubt what this character is capable of.
Yes.
And a player like Omar is going to immediately make you rethink that when you see him play with such tenacity, such speed. Really impressive stuff.
No, that's the beauty of Rivals, is that this game is balanced. This game, all the characters are viable. And when the game first came out, everyone was saying that Loxodon was a bad character and not worth maining. But then immediately after everybody said that, he places second at what was it, Wavelength or Riptide, something.
Yeah,
Sure.
I have no doubt. And when you have players like this so determined to play their character to the very top, truthfully, it doesn't matter what character they're playing. You're going to see some great games being played and some intense sets like that. That was a 3-0, but that was a nail-biter through and through.
I definitely feel if Penguin ever makes it back to Omar, I feel like Penguin will have very good ideas of how to approach the game. But Omar, still was able to confidently take that 3-0.
And so it looks like we have Ash versus Evil Nardwar.
Yes.
Which,
it's going to be a Raster versus Loxodon. So again, I think that it's hard to say who's better, Evil Nardwar or Omar, when it comes to Loxodon.
Yeah.
They're both excellent players.
And the game is so new. Who's to really say? Have they been on a stage locally big enough to really prove that? This would be where they start proving those things, but it starts at pools, right?
Yeah, something I'm going to be looking for in this set, as I'm going to be trying to pay attention to how Evil Nardwar approaches the character differently from Omar, because they definitely have different playstyles.
Yes. I know Evil Nardwar is favored in this set, but I'm really interested to see, because I have not had the chance to watch a ton of the online tournaments like Coinboxes and things like that, but I know that Evil Nardwar probably has had experience with Marlon's Raster.
Yes.
A good enough player to make it deep enough to fight that Raster. So while Nardwar has experience, because it is Marlon, it is probably not gone in his favor too often because Marlon has just proved so dominant. But even still, the experience against a top player like that may mean that when you're faced with another player, if they're not playing up to that caliber, we could see a lot of comfort coming out from Nardwar.
That being said, Ash, very confident player, making it to winner, just one set away from making it to top 32. And, you have to be a really good player to get this far.
Absolutely.
And so maybe the different playstyle that Ash will have could prove to, best Evil Nardwar, even if he does have that match.
And that's one of those things where if you have experience against one player, you can conflate habits with character differences, and it means that you can fall into false comfort. Ooh, is that going to kill?
Not quite enough to sweet spot there.
But yeah, the Ash is a new player and will require new adaptations. Not going to get the Scrod there. But even back and forth right now to start.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how Evil Nardwar is going to be playing around like Raster Slipstream, and see if see what they can do to try to keep Raster from getting that.
Yeah, and right now it looks like Ash is really comfortable just dash dancing on stage here and waiting for Nardwar to throw out options.
All right, we're setting up a tech chase. Lockstone
Not gonna.
You have to be so careful when Lockstone has that magma charge on a strong attack. Like it just makes the attack last forever. And
I mean, let's be honest. We've all been there. We've all thought it's my turn to play the game. He just pressed the move. Certainly, I get to hit him now. But if you don't wait that extra half step from that charge, suddenly your stock will just get deleted. And now it's immediately 70 on Ash. A big mistake to make on a stage this big.
all right, getting the neutral pummel out there to build up some extra damage. And, you know,
scary DI.
Raster is so light that forward throw, just a little bit more percent, and that'd be enough to take it.
And that forward throw is deceiving because there's actually 2 hits to DI. There's the initial toss, and then there's the axe hit. And depending on how you DI both, actually changes how far you can get hit. So the strength of the move, brutal.
Yeah, no, Ash needed a tech roll out there, but Nardwar was ready for it and, you know, was able to just delete that stock.
Yeah, absolutely. And immediately we're seeing just Nardwar play with a lot of comfort. That back and forth that we saw at the beginning of this set is starting to just disappear. Doesn't get the ledge hog though. Very important there for Ash. Hoping to try to close out the stock as soon as possible, but Nardwar is playing on these platforms and Ash is starting to miss these slipstreams, and when Raster doesn't have these slipstreams, the game gets a lot harder.
Yeah, no, and I mean, fighting Lockstone can be really difficult because his moves are just so much bigger than every other character's in the game. Raster is the kind of character, you know, that's a brawler. He wants to get in close, he wants to hit you, but when Lockstone is throwing an F-tilt that's bigger than 3 of you, it's hard to get in on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Raster is one of those characters, amazing advantage state, but you need to find that advantage state. And if you're losing access to your resources like Slipstream, that can be really hard against a character with so much range like Loxodon.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to...
not Godai, apparently.
Jules Veil.
Yes.
Yeah, this makes sense. The smaller stage, maybe with the moving platform, might give Ash more chances to get in on Nardwar than they would otherwise.
I haven't had the chance to talk with Ash about stages in Rivals 2, but I can tell you as a player in Rivals 1, Jules Veil was probably among his top 3 favorite stages.
I mean, it's a classic. We all love Jules Veil.
He would go there nonstop no matter who you were, no matter how good you were, so perhaps a comfort stage for him here. And we saw some great tech chases to start, but now Nardwar is starting to answer back.
Yeah, no, I mean, something we're noticing so far is that Ash is taking advantage of the slipstream to just dash dance back and forth. And
playing out of the F-tilt range, too.
Yeah, and, you know, when you have that speed, like, I mean, that's how you take advantage of a heavy, right?
Doesn't have that slipstream there, though, and gets hit by that F-tilt, too.
Just running out of resources to recover with.
Oh, my gosh, that rock, I think, hit, or I couldn't even tell. That was so fast from Nardwar. Clearly very comfortable edgeguarding there. That down special going to catch Nardwar, throwing out a move on that
Nardwar DIing out to not get caught by the up strong in the air.
Yeah, very comfortable with the DI on Raster, it appears. And that's going to make Ash's life all that much harder because those confirms, you know, Raster's one of those characters. It's brutal if you get hit by them, but if you can manage to evade them, suddenly you can kill him a lot earlier than he can kill you.
Great DI to not die to the forward throw. That DI there definitely could have taken the stock. Great
fair to catch that Loxo. Hits another fair there. A large difference to be made using that down special cancel. Goes for that powered up special there to try to get the Loxo, but not going to do it. No, going to live.
All right, Nardwar, you know, this is a much closer game than it was at this time in the other game. So, Nardwar taking the first stock with that reverse hit forward air. You know, it's so hard to DI that when you get reverse hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Great nair, perhaps going to follow with the fair. Misses just by an inch and goes for the recovery high from Nardwar.
That miss was huge for Nardwar. It's giving him the chance to set up this tech chase and continue his advantage state. Jumping over the slipstream, recognizing that Ash wanted to set that up and not giving them a chance.
Great F-clap to catch that jump back on stage.
Yeah, no, I think that the Jules Veil counter pick, like you said, is a comfort pick, and I think it's helping out Ash a lot. But Nardwar here also looks pretty comfortable on this stage.
Absolutely. Very comfortable with those jab F-tilts. I've noticed that that's a comfort neutral option for Nardwar. And without Raster having Slipstream, I don't know that there's a lot that Ash can do to punish it. gets the roll read. Great DI.
Nardwuar just holding it, knowing that Ash wanted to roll in there.
Yeah, amazing DI there from Ash though to live, and that's going to be so important because you need all the chances you can get to try to even this game back up.
Yeah, ugh.
Great fair, goes for the rock, hits it into the raster.
Nardwuar just not giving Ash any chance to make it back to the stage.
Yep, great nair there, great tech chase. Catches with the down tilt, getting a little percent, but these itty-bitty hits are not going to be enough to even this game back up. We're going to need to see a longer string, and perhaps it's starting right now. Ooh, F tilt 2, that's going to do it.
Nardwuar has been doing a great job of mixing up this DI because I mean, Raster, if they read your DI and they have slipstream up, there's not much you can do. But as long as you mix it up and make it hard, you know, it's up to the Raster to be in the right position.
Yeah. Slipstream on deck, see what Ash can get done with this opening.
Floor hugs the up tilt to stop the combo.
Yeah, those grabs are so much more threatening when that slipstream is up too, because you can follow here. Ash not quite fast enough to get it, and does mean Nardwuar finds a little bit of an opening.
Not able to line up the clap, and
barely gets passed by that fair from Nardwuar.
Chooses not to go for a follow-up on the tech
Great
chase.
up tilt, great.
Just reset to neutral.
Yep. These little hits, these hurt from Loxo. If you're Raster, you do not want to be feeling these. Oh, no.
Well, I don't know who paused the game, but, I mean, even if it was Nardwuar and he has to take the stock for that, I mean,
yeah, I don't know how that works if the F strong comes out immediately after. It really, I think it's going to depend on players.
Potentially.
It seems like they're talking it out.
Yeah, might need a call over TO to figure out that situation. They're going
to replay the last stock, so it looks like Nardwuar may...
Okay, so they're going to set themselves to be at 80%.
Or Ash will be at 80, because that's around where he was at when he got hit. Nardwuar will go to the last stock, and they're going to replay that match.
Yeah, so it looks like that Nardwuar was the one who pushed the start button. And, you know, I have to say, that you know, good of Nardwuar to, you know, recognize I'm the one who pressed pause there. Let's reset the match. Let's get it.
Especially because that pause immediately led into a kill. You know, that strong attack, perhaps Ash was holding in, not ready for the pause to have happened.
Well, you may have a stale down air after this, but I think that's okay.
Do moves stale in Rivals 2?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
I actually don't believe that they do, but I could be wrong about that. One of the mechanics from a Smash game that I'm not sure whether or not it's transferred over. Either way, still a lead here from Nardwuar in this last stock scenario. This percentage is very hard for Raster to play at. Some big openings are going to need to be found.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's Raster. You find one combo starter, and like that's so much.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But it's also Raster, and strong back air will just delete you.
So game replayed, the result ends up being the same, but Nardwuar and Ash can move forward knowing that didn't affect the result of that game.
Yeah,
so
still respect them for recognizing that it was kind of an awkward situation, and just you know having that competitive sportsmanship to agree to go back and make sure that everything is resolved in the way it needs to be.
Absolutely. That's one function that I'm maybe in tourney mode, actually. I don't know if it's already implemented, that I really love from Rivals 2. You can enable hold the pause, and that stops scenarios like that from ever happening.
Oh, that's great to hear.
But either way, we're no longer worried about that scenario. We get the run back immediately to Jules Vale. Ash seemed comfortable with it at the start. It seemed like it was doing him favors. It was just near the tail end that Nardwuar really kind of got that lead rolling.
Yeah, the great thing about Rivals 2 is that it's designed by developers that recognize that we want to play this game competitively.
Absolutely.
And,
it happens again. Oh,
you have to be so careful when Lockdown has that charge.
I mean, I've been there, you know, like
I have too.
I'm not one to talk, but that's not a mistake you can afford against a player like Nardwuar. He will take that and he will run with it.
Yeah, having that tempo mix-up of charging the strong attack for just a little bit longer to like bait you in.
Great F clap.
Okay, hey, you know what? Ash may have ran into that, but definitely was able to bring it back to even real quick.
Yeah, it's one of those mistakes that, truthfully, I mean, that's not a crazy percent for Raster to die at anyway. So as long as you don't get in your head about it, right, you can bring it right back.
Yeah,
right?
but Nardwuar here has been playing this advantage state at the ledge very cleanly.
That platform moves just enough to get Ash out of the way. Very helpful there. Slipstream is up, but can't quite find the opening, and Nardwuar getting the edge guard into the bear. Great DI.
Definitely
Yeah.
would have died otherwise. You know, as Rast. Okay, well, for
yeah.
Galaxy screen for down tilt, you know, not much you can do there.
Yeah, Nardwuar really great on these edge guards, getting so much percent, using that lava mechanic to really catch Ash trying to grab this ledge and just tacking on the percent for it.
Yeah.
Great use of...
Oh, and with the misinput, that's going to be the set. 3-0 for Evil Nardwuar.
There was definitely a fighting chance for Ash there, but Nardwuar just a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more prepared, and will take that game that set 3-0.
Yeah, no, I mean, Evil Nardwuar definitely one of the players to watch out for at this tournament. You know, we saw just an excellent mastery of the character in that game. You know, nothing really too crazy though. It was just honestly just really good neutral, really good, just putting themselves in the right positions at the right time, and you know, finding those F tilts really I think helped them out a lot in the matchup.
Yep, and that means Ash will have to play out of losers to get out of pools, while
Nardwuar makes it to day 2.
Nardwuar makes it to day 2 in winners, which is a big boon because there are some killers in this bracket.
I mean, we saw not that long ago, Penguin versus Omar, and like, I mean, you know, we are starting to get to the point in the bracket where these are some of the best players in the world playing Rivals of Aether 2.
Yes, and one thing I do want to mention that we have not actually had a chance to mention, this is not the only stream. We have another stream going on. If you're interested in good rivals, if there's perhaps a character you want to see, check out our other stream. I think this might be... Do you know
this is the Rivals of Aether main channel, I believe,
Okay.
and then the other one's AZ.
AZ Rivals, that's correct, yeah.
And shout outs to the Arizona scene. You guys have been incredibly welcoming. You've put on a fantastic event, and you know, if you have the chance to make it out to Heatwave next year, you absolutely should.
We have some of the best TOs. I mean, we have local legend SBS, who is community esports manager. A lot of the majors in the future for Rivals 2, you will probably see him there. And he's a local Arizonan, so Heatwave is sort of his like baby. You know, he started the first Heatwave himself, and he's been running it ever since. And he knows what he's doing when it comes to running an event, and it really shows at an event like this.
Mm-hmm. No, this has been an excellently run event. The vibes are immaculate, and you know, just super happy to be here, especially because we got a crack Ditto coming up.
Yes, absolutely. I've mentioned it before, but I love this Ditto, and the Ditto only gets more fun to watch the higher level it goes. And Chef Q and Bunthers right now are going to be our high-level Crag representatives.
Yeah, I mean, have you noticed any differences in playstyles between these two players?
It was, to me, a lot of the low percent combo game changed quite a bit, and I saw Bunthers going for... I mean, it's interesting. You look at Crag like MSB. MSB was very lenient on that rock on the edge guards. Bunthers, we saw a lot of ledge hogging into bears and nares. Well, honestly, I saw a lot less of those ledge hogs and a lot more of just those like on-stage ledge chopping fair confirms from Chef Q.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know, again, schools of thought. What is the best way to do it? They're all scary. They're all good. They're all going to work. But it's really who can execute their game plan a little bit better and who can just eke out that slight advantage enough to take it over the other.
Yeah, no, I think that the difference between these players is that Chef Q is, I think, is going to have some like excellent movement. You're going to see them ledge canceling all of their like pillar cancels and other things, whereas Bunthers, I think, is going to have like a really brutal combo game.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be interesting seeing like what comes on top.
I think Bunthers' use of like CC and ledges, it was really impressive when we saw Bunthers play against V-Strides. And I think that's where he may find an advantage, but you're absolutely right. We saw Chef Cube absolutely schmooving across the stage, finding some really creative combos. And it'll be really interesting to see them with one another if they can get those same advantages, or if playing against another Crag and another high-level player will force them out of that scenario. Immediately, Chef Q just turning on the jets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, like, whoever gets the first game, like, can really set the tempo for the set.
Yeah. Chef Q looks really solid at those low percent combo games. I do want to say that. Like immediately, we just
nice
see
back air for the extension.
every time Chef Q gets an opening, we see so much percent.
Oh, excellent DI mix. I was expecting to forward there, but the
Gosh.
side B just able to take care of that stock.
They're just moving around the stage so comfortably that Bunther's really just like got evaporated on that first stock.
Oh, he's holding rock. And you die for that. You never want to be in that position.
Yeah. And Crag's a big character, and despite being a big character, can move pretty quickly and close that gap. Immediately, Bunther's is answering.
Great use of the pillar. Almost was able to get a stock there, but Chef Q coming in from behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Great reverse bears coming out.
And not enough, but it's close. Tries to parry, but Chef Q canceling that side B just in time.
Drops the ledge hog, but does get the ledge trap on stage with that bear in the fair.
No pillar
That's
to
gonna
tech
close out
on.
the stop. Oh my god, steals the rock! Yes, that is something you can do.
Oh, and now we're getting the combo
that is
with the rock.
60%. 60%. Thanks for the rock, takes 60.
Is Bunther's going to finish this out?
Okay, does get back to stage. Very huge that Chef Q starts to even this back up. Started with so much momentum, but now has only been able to put 54 cents that onto Bunther's, and Bunther's is just turning on the jets.
Yeah, recovering high.
Great rock. Great ledge trap.
Oh.
Just so aware. Like
That was so well played from Bunther's.
That's what I was talking about with the ledge hogging, you know? So scary.
Yeah, no, Bunther's really feels like they have like a really solid flow chart for how they want to like edge guard Crag specifically. I mean, when you play the character, you know what they're looking for, and Bunther's really just put themselves in the right positions at the right time to, have a really good game one.
And Bunther's being a high seed means that they've probably played in other tournaments. And one thing I can tell you about other tournaments is other tournaments have Crags. There's a lot of top-level representation of Crags right now, which means if you've been in those situations, if you've been in those tournaments, then you probably have more knowledge than some other players might of how to edge guard Crag.
Using the command grab to extend the combo.
Yeah. Both of them going pretty even right now. Great down special there, but immediately the reversal coming out from Bunther's. This is so scary.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna. I think that might be the stock unless they can make it back to pillar.
Oh my gosh, great wave land onto that pillar. Great awareness from Chef Q to know that they could go for that. Trying to get the reversal, doesn't quite get it. Ooh, the pillar immediately breaking there actually, but not going to be enough for Bunther's to get any real advantage out of it.
All right, no, this could, that pillar coming in clutch.
Clutch, or perhaps being the death sentence. I'm not quite sure yet, as this combo is still going from Bunther's.
Yeah, no, Pillar's an amazing tool. I mean, that's just kind of like the way Crag works in general. He has all of these amazing tools, but if you're not careful, it can be turned on you in a second.
Crag has amazing tools, but don't forget about Crag. I mean, it's scary stuff. And Bunther's immediately going to get that down throw into fair.
Oh, turn around to grab your rock? You never want to get comboed with your rock.
Yeah. Something you might have to get used to, though, because right now Bunther's is turning on the jets and just unrelenting with this pressure. Really.
Oh, wow. So close to taking that stock here on rock wall.
Great pressure there on that shield, though, from Chef Q, but not quite going to be able to find the confirm. We've been seeing Bunther's really able to seal out these stocks earlier than Chef Q is, which, I mean, in a heavy-to-heavy matchup is going to be such a boon right now.
Back air, up air.
Great DI, I guess. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to
I expected that to be a purple screen, honestly. I've died to the Crag up throw or up air way too many times.
Yep,
well,
and that one is a purple screen, absolutely. This is a big lead from Bunther's. Chef Q starts out each game strong, but just can't find out a way to close these stocks,
Yeah, no, Bunther's has been really showing like a mastery with Crag that, I mean, Chef Q is still a great player in their own right, but I mean, it's just really hard to fight this player right now.
All the reverse hit of fair are going to send Bunther's over the wall, not giving a chance to attack. Perhaps didn't expect that DI. He is going to close out the stock, but at this point, is it going to be all she wrote right now for Chef Q?
All right, back throw into the wall, maybe set up your own combos, but I tried to parry the rock throw, but it just didn't go far enough.
This is a best of 5, so Chef Q will not be out if Bunther's gets this edge guard. Ooh,
Rock's
the wall save.
pillar saving you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bunther's here just dash dancing in the center. Don't need to overextend. You have the lead. You have
center stage. You have the lead. No reason to go too far out.
Oh, and that's why you don't go out there.
Yeah.
Because it's rock wall. You could just die.
great fair chain, closing out the stock real early, but not going to get the DI. So that's something that's interesting. We saw at a high percent, Chef Q went for the forward throw to get Bunthers off stage. While at the high percent there, Bunthers went for the down throw. Or was that?
It was a down throw.
Down throw, and then the fair to hit Chef Q.
Yeah, because they DI'd in.
And so I wonder if that was either potentially like going for a DI mix-up or just two different schools of thought. And right now, Bunthers getting a bit more out of that choice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, getting that forward air definitely guaranteed the kill, whereas a forward throw at that in that situation may not have been enough to take the stock.
Yeah, absolutely. We're now going to Aetherian Force, a small stage for two big bodies like this.
Oh, nearly got, you know, if that forward air hit, that might have been the back throw. Oh, it breaks the
I don't know who's going to die here.
Oh, they're both dead.
Of course, right. Of course.
Excellent way to start off the game, and a taunt to celebrate the occasion.
I think Chef Q may have had Pillar there, but didn't want a Pillar to save Bunthers. So I think that might have been a conscious choice to just let both those stocks go, which I absolutely respect that, you know?
No, it makes a ton of sense, you know, just, you know, Bunthers here has been, like, kind of, like, you know, running away with this set.
Yeah,
so,
you mix it up, put pressure.
You know, create an awkward situation, you know, and, you know, you can completely change the momentum of the set in your favor.
Which is exactly what we're seeing right now. 2 stocks to 1. Bunthers hoping to get a bit of an edge guard here, but right now, Chef Q is immediately answering back in this game 3, saying, "Okay, you may have been swinging out of the gate real hot, but I know how to play Crag too.
I'm also good at this game.
Yeah,
you need to respect me."
Oh, in respect,
Earned.
Chef Q, you shall. Yeah, that is a game 4, and that was fast. I don't expect us to be seeing that stage again. That small stage really let Chef Q's explosive combo game really shine there.
Yeah, no, and I mean, like, you know, Bunthers was looking very good going into that game 3. You know, I was expecting a, you know, 3-0 and a handshake, but,
yeah.
You know, Chef Q able to, like, bring the situation to 2 stock and then just quickly delete the next 2 stocks. So you love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing a different stage. I like the platform layout here for how Bunthers has been edge guarding with those rising aerials off of those ledge hogs. Really means that you can snuff out the recoveries or land onto those platforms if you need to. Gives a lot of options. I could absolutely see this being a comfort stage for Bunthers with the way that they play those edge guards.
Mm-hmm. Bunthers here, though, like, you know, last game started off, you know, strong in your favor until you know, things turned weird, and, you know, Bunthers just returning back to form. Like, hey, you know, you took a game, but, like, I'm still the one who's been commanding the lead in this set.
Yeah, and we're immediately seeing that right away. Takes that stock pretty convincingly, a lot of percent into just a very oppressive edge guard with Rock. Gonna force Chef Q off stage.
Double Rock.
Double Rock. What? Just the Double Rock forced Bunthers off stage, and then Chef Q grabbed the ledge while Bunthers fast fell and died. That is a Crag on Crag interaction if I have ever seen one.
And that's why we love the Crag Ditto.
Yeah, absolutely. Goofy stuff like that, unexpected interactions. That's what happens when you have 2 characters that can manipulate the stage in the way that these 2 both do.
Yeah, and you know, Chef Q is really starting to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, just like in game 3, where, you know, weird situation, Chef Q comes out on top in that situation, and, you know, they're able to, like, completely shift the momentum back in their favor again.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if the weird situation happens in your Ditto. It's about if you're ready for it or not, and clearly Chef Q ready to capitalize on it as much as they can, but Bunthers trying to establish the lead again, trying to take out this stock and just get this lead. Oh, goes for the up air instead of the fair. That's surprising to me. Doesn't quite kill.
And we see a Crag living at 171. Not the most surprising percent for a Crag. But.
Yeah, that might do it, though, and that's going to be 89 on Bunthers. A lot of percent, but Crag, as we saw, can live for a while, so Bunthers hoping, oh, great cube to catch the shield there.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, Chef Q did a great job of bringing it back to even, but once Bunthers has his advantage state set up, it looks really hard for Chef Q to find an opening.
Great bear, get to the down special.
Has the rock still.
Yeah, this is so scary. Goes for the grab. Great awareness to know that he had that they had the time for that.
Went for the up air instead of forward air there because he would have been able to tech on the
That
pillar.
pillar might come into play to help Chef Q live here if there are any fares coming out.
I mean, they probably
great.
set up pillar high intentionally to save them, but down strong on the other side, you're not going to be able to survive that.
Yep, and Chef Q gonna go get sent down to losers by Bunthers. Bunthers out winner's side. No, was that actually winner semis? Does
Yeah.
that mean Bunthers has another game? That was a great set, I guess, to have in winner semis. But
I mean, yeah.
there's so many good players.
No,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
but no, I mean, like, yeah, if you like Crag, I mean, that was a good set to watch. There's a little bit of jank happening.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of
bit.
weird things going on, but at the end of the day, Bunter's really showing that he has a great mastery of
Yep.
the character.
And so that means in losers, Chef Q will have to. I'll look at the bracket path right now. Let's see which pool that might be. These have been some great games that we've had on stream.
Yeah, no, I've been, like, you know, Rivals has been a really fun game to spectate here. It's fast, it's fluid, it's, and, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like that the more creative you are as a player, the better you do.
Yeah. So,
Pulling up the bracket right now, taking a look at things.
yes. There are so many games to look at. I think right now we have HKP versus MSB. Rhymed, not intentional. These two are both Rivals 1 players. We already saw MSB on stream. HKP is a very, very good setter from Rivals 1. And Zetterburn's one of those characters that breakneck pressure that a lot of Zetterburns had in Rivals 1, it transfers to Rivals 2.
Oh, absolutely. You know, having the ability to do wave shining, like that alone is just something that can make a character top tier. But Zetter has way more than just that. He's got all these different tools to, you know, keep that advantage up, keep that pressure. But, you know, as a Zetter player, as early as you can take their stocks, your recovery is fragile. You have to be really careful off stage.
Yeah. So it looks like in losers of not this pool, but the other pool that we just watched both the winners semifinals for, there's Chef Q versus Matt, who I believe is also another Crag. So Chef Q will have to do another Crag Ditto. And then Ash versus Abasi, who's an old school Smash player, as well as old played Rivals way back when. And those two are duking it out in the loser side of Rivals Aether 2 singles. And then, yeah, for this one, we have MSB versus HKP, and this, I believe, is in the winner's side. So this will be best of 5 semifinals. Winner makes it out into top 32 winner side. Loser will have to play one more set to make it out.
Yeah, no, this will be an interesting set to watch. I mean, this is just like a Rivals 1 classic.
Yes, absolutely. These two players probably played each other a fair amount of times in Rivals 1, but transferring over to a new engine with less time and experience on it, it'll be really interesting who ends up coming out on top. I'm excited to see the Zetterburn too. I think high-speed, top-level Zetters are always so fun to watch, and that's exactly what HKP was in Rivals 1, so I would not be surprised.
Look at how smooth those wave shines are.
Yeah. He looks comfortable on his character already.
Yeah, but I mean, there is something to be said for MSB, and like, arguably the best Crag in Rivals 1?
I think if you're going to standings, it's a competition between MSB, Cheesy, and ZB, and it depends on which season you ask.
Yes, all excellent players, and you know, all of them have really clicked with Crag in this game.
Yeah. But MSB is absolutely the old head of Crag. He invented half the tech that we see in Rivals 1 Crag, and truthfully, half the tech that got transferred over from Rivals 1 to 2 and immediately going for that grab off stage. So much pressure being put on off the bat.
MSB having just complete domination of this ledge over here. And, you know, when you're fighting versus a Zetterburn, taking control of center stage and not giving Zetterburn a chance to breathe is really important. But looks like we are seeing HKP have the stage control this time.
Absolutely. And immediately the pressure being put back on HKP, keeping it even, not letting MSB run away with things too much, but this edge guard could be brutal at a high percent like this.
Those rock shards really putting HKP in a really hard situation, and, you know, that DI was hard to figure out.
Yeah, and that was great awareness from MSB. Immediately gave up the ledge hog, predicted and read the ledge option that HKP was going to go for, expecting him to not go for ledge there, and immediately being rewarded with this successful down strong for it.
great angle to get to the ledge without getting challenged by MSB. And I mean, great wave
great
land on the
follow.
platform. That forward air was almost enough to take it, but Crag a little too heavy.
Yep. Let's see if we can get a successful edge guard. That rock going to interrupt the ledge hog there. Great placement from MSB and just
throwing that rock high is the reason why MSB was able to take that stock. You know,
Yeah.
HKP holding onto the ledge. You know, you don't really feel like you have to worry about recovering Crag coming with a hitbox, but then suddenly rock just hits you in the head, and before you know it, you're dead.
Yeah, these shines off stage from HKP adding a lot of pressure, and that will take the stock, but this is a big mountain to climb right now. Crag is sitting at the top of that pillar comfy with these 2 stocks, and HKP is going to need to really dig deep in order to even this back up.
Yeah, retreating to find the rock, and you know, but HKP able to take advantage of that. That was
scary.
super close for HKP. Oh, great tech, making sure you don't get spiked.
I love that fair there, though. The awareness to know that HKP had the time in order to get that fair out and try to reversal MSB. Those are the openings you need to try to take advantage of, because you're not going to get those sitting on your laurels. But either way,
amazing movement coming out from both players here. But, you know, MSB is the one looking really confident to take this game 1.
great shine, following with the grab into the powered down strong. Not going to do it, but a lot of percent being tacked on. Only a couple more openings before this Crag dies, but really you can't afford it. That's dead.
Yeah. You know, that HKP, you know, they were looking pretty good near the end of that set, or the end of that game, but ultimately MSB just opened up with way too much ferocity.
Yeah, started with too much of a lead, and those edge guards are really going to be where MSB is trying to take advantage, because Zetterburn on stage, Zetterburn's combo games is terrifying. However, the place where Zetterburn is at his weakest is definitely on that offstage scenario, and it's clear that MSB is comfortable offstage. You know?
No, having a tool like Rock and Rock Shards to pressure Zetterburn while he's recovering is, you know, very good in the matchup for MSB here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, just going for the raw F-Strong.
Great parry there. Going to start with a big combo. A lot of pressure being put on. Grab miss. Just press shine again. Oh my god.
Nearly jumped into that F-Strong. That could have been the stock.
Oh, great shield there to not get put into hit stun after getting up pillared.
All right, we're seeing lots of different shines coming out here. None of them quite hitting though.
But it's keeping pressure on stage. MSB is afraid to land, is staying up top.
The diagonal up B, you love to see it.
Yeah, well, you definitely do. Great pressure coming out from it.
Oh, went a little too hard with the tech skill there.
Yeah, perhaps a little too fast, a little too breakneck, and get a little bit of a whiff there. The down special reverse in the reverse cancel in the wrong direction is going to end up killing HKP.
Okay, great spike from HKP here, but MSB still able to make it back to the ledge.
Great shines there. Doesn't go for the up strong, actually goes for the fair, perhaps expected a DI out, which does mean that MSB is going to live on the stock a little bit longer and try to get as much extra credit as he can.
Yeah, no, MSB here.
Great.
Oh, okay. Tried to use a pillarless recovery to get to the ledge, but couldn't get there in time.
Great cube, goes for the cube into fair. Percent being added, down special going to get snuffed out. HKP trying to get back, but just can't get far enough. Perhaps got to got into the wall jump there after getting hit, but opted not to.
MSB just too fast off stage, throwing that rock right on your head. You know, having a projectile that spikes is, you know, really hard to deal with, especially as Zetterburn when your recovery is more limited.
Yeah, and I really love how MSB is looking at the shield on platform, right? And a lot of characters struggle when there's a character shielding on platform above you. He's using the command grab to snuff it out, and it's been working really well, getting him a lot of percent.
All right, this is looking like a good situation for HKP. Can they keep up the offense? Make sure that, I mean, I don't think he has pillar after this.
Oh my gosh, that was so fast. But great DI from MSB and awareness to go back to that ledge there. He's doing such great DI to avoid the kill setups here from HKP, not let him close out these stocks. Great shine spikes.
Just keep pushing him down, you know. As long as Crag has to stand on that pillar, it just goes lower and lower. And as you can just keep him there, you might be able to just make him die.
I can't remember the last time MSB got a hit, but he did make HKP work so hard for that stock that the thought of HKP having to do that again does bear repeating. Perhaps if he can just get a couple openings,
I mean,
MSB can
he's
close
doing it though. He's
Yeah.
okay. Misses the tech chase, but 51% for just having a solid advantage date. If you're HKP,
Oh
you're pretty happy that you made that comeback.
Remember when Crag was lower percent?
Lower percent and a different stock.
Yeah, this is a pretty incredible comeback. This is the pressure you expect from Zetterburn to come out here on this ledge scenario, not letting Crag get away with
Oh, this is
goes a little too far though.
HKP was doing so good, but now the reversal opportunity means MSB is able to take game 2.
Yeah. That was a pretty incredible composure with MSB, finding one overextension and just takes the game off of it, really. But you saw what Zetterburn is capable of when he is not off stage, when he's not getting hit. Oh my gosh, does that pressure, especially on a big body like Crag, it's so difficult to get out of those combos.
You may have lost that game, but if you're HKP, you know the momentum's back in your favor. You
Yes.
know that the reverse 3-0 is totally possible.
Yeah, you have proven to MSB that if you slack, if you make a couple of mistakes, I will take advantage and I will take on all the percent I can possibly get.
Using Shine to just abuse Crag off stage right now.
Oh my gosh, these Shine Spikes are the name of the game when it comes to edgeguard and Crag. That pillarless cancel is huge. It's very threatening, but the one thing it doesn't do is it doesn't throw out a hitbox, which means those
parry.
Shine Spikes are going to be so influential.
MSB teching the Shine out so that way there can be no follow-up.
Yeah, great awareness. Both of these players really proving that they're super comfortable. They may be Rivals 1 players, but they're super comfortable with the tech of Rivals 2.
3 sweet spots in a row. Great damage. Great combo from HKP.
Uh-oh. Doesn't get the grab, though. Does get out of that. HKP looking to try to reset neutral, looking to get this edge guard now. Let's see what he goes with.
Oh, breaking the pillar with the side B.
All the shine
Tech
follows
chase,
the
but
tech.
not enough.
But so much percent. Eventually, he's going to find one sweet spot fair, and that'll do it. Great DI out on that Nair to not let any follow-ups come out from HKP. But this is so hard.
You're getting
Killing this Crag feels so difficult for HKP.
You're getting to the percent now where DIing out on Nair might just mean you die.
That might just kill him. Great awareness to go up. Spot dodge is going to let him live. Can Crag make it to 200? Can HKP close out the stock first? Find out right now, maybe in 10 minutes or so, because MSB is looking to eke out every second he can on this stock.
MSB just, more than any other Crag I've seen, just knows how to make it back to stage without pillar. Like,
Oh my gosh.
if playing against any other Crag and they don't have pillar off stage, it's easy. You're just like, oh yeah, I've taken their stock. But versus
230%.
MSB, he gets to live to 230, and that's what makes Crag a
230%.
really strong character.
A fast stock for HKP, really, with the way MSB's been playing. It is looking brutal to kill this person. But that being said, HKP is building that percent as fast as possible.
Yeah, is this the first time that HKP has the lead in the set?
I want to say so, and it's not from lack of pressure, because we've seen
for
that
sure.
all set long, but really it's these edge guards. We saw how many times MSB was just getting moved from side to side, getting
great
chased
tech
around.
chase. HKP has been doing a great job of like reading these tech rolls to center stage and getting the empowered.
Oh my god, these jab resets into up tilts. Is this just dead?
Wow.
That's just dead. 63% and Crag lived till 230. That is brutal.
You'll see all of like Zetter will just mash the most disgusting buttons versus you, and you just feel like there's nothing you can do, and then he just dies. And
yeah.
He just dies at 50 sometimes.
That's all it takes. You just got to get your one. And MSB looking composed on those edge guards and finding just those couple moments. All he needs to get these Zetterburn kills at early percents. And perhaps HKP's pressure, while is immense, it's these kill confirms that he needs to find. Because Zetterburn, let's be honest, Zetterburn can kill before 230%. Zetterburn is brutal when it comes to kill power. However, MSB's been really good with the DI, and HKP has not been able to find these confirms at an early enough percent to stay even with MSB.
Yeah, MSB's been doing a good job of mixing up his tech options to not give HKP a chance of making this comeback.
Yeah, right now some brutally close neutral being played with one another, just trying to eke out every little advantage they can, knowing that they're probably only a couple of hits potentially of maybe being able to close out the stocks on one another.
Fantastic Shine putting MSB in a really tight position.
Oh, but it goes too low. No, does get away from that get-up attack. And
Really
that's gonna be
important
huge.
spot dodge in that situation. 'Cause
Shine.
if MSB got that grab, it might have been lights out by now.
This is so much pressure right now. Doesn't quite get the edge guard though. MSB gonna make it to stage. Oh,
what a charge on that F-Strong.
Does the kill though. There is no fire on that Crag. It's not gonna be enough, even with waiting out the spot dodge. And now we have a ledge scenario. Gets back to stage. MSB looking for the fair, sending HKP back off stage. Is it gonna be enough? Waits for the down special. Looking.
Oh, what a tech!
That's it! Oh my gosh.
That tech was life-saving and able to immediately get the reversal with the down special. And HKP on the board.
That was so intense. HKP looking just as composed as MSB, looking to try to potentially get our first reverse 3-0 of this pool. And I'm sitting up in my seat. I see you sitting up in my seat. I hope
I'm
everyone
leaning forward.
else
I
is
want to
sitting
see.
up in
I
their
want to see how
seat.
this goes.
This is such an exciting set to watch. Both of these players just playing so quickly. Like HKP may be turning on this pressure real fast, but it's so impressive that MSB is able to keep up with it in these disadvantaged states as well.
Yeah, and like, MSB choosing to go to Rock Wall, which you know, MSB has had the advantage of living to super long percents this entire set, but there's a chance that Rock Wall may actually prove to bite him in the butt.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if HKP can get these sweet spot fares that could really end these stocks early. Going for all of these shines to follow MSB, just the pressure that we are seeing from HKP.
That's a really strong up air, not quite enough.
Yeah. It is really back and forth. At no point do we see either one of these players get more than a stock lead. They're just both so close to one another, constantly throwing out moves, constantly prepared for the other one's options, but that fair is going to close it out first.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, that's the reason you pick this stage, is your forward airs are going to kill stupid early. But I mean, it's Zetterburn. He's known for that.
I love, but I'm afraid HKP is going so far off stage to threaten MSB because he knows that he has to, right?
Good read on the down throw, or the DI in, so that way you can get the up strong.
We saw on Julesville, though, there were one overextension. Just one overextension. He died at 63. Even easier to do on a stage like Rockwall. Potentially, that could be all that MSB needs to take this set, right? There's not going to be a lot of times where you can take that last hit scenario like that last game.
If HKP didn't shine there, that up tilt up air could have ended that stock.
Yeah. And now we see it slowing down. Crag gets rock, and both of them respecting the other one there, knowing that it's patience that's going to win them out.
The shard's nearly killing him off the top.
Yeah. Great DI there from HKP.
Yeah, I love seeing HKP's extensions with shine though. Like you'll see him get a hit with a random move, and then suddenly he's shining you, jumping and hitting you with something else.
He is so fast with those shines. I mean, it's just you blink and you miss them. You blink and you see a Crag on fire. Not getting sweet spot by the fair though. Just go all the way off stage against the ledge hog. Is that going to be enough? Can he get back to stage? He's going to send the Crag back on stage. The Crag is now going to potentially get a reversal. Oh my gosh.
HKP had an opportunity, but MSB's recoveries are just so good. It's so hard to actually, like, if you're not galaxy screening MSB, how are you killing him?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he is making you work. He is making you work for everything that you're going to get against this character.
Only gets a jab punish on the special getup. Oh, we're both living to 100.
Oh, no tech, though. Does get the reverse hit of the down.
This is the longest I've seen both of these characters live on this stage.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The tech into down special again, taking the stock for HKP. MSB really needs to be more aware of the situations of when HKP can, like, throw out that down special.
I mean, so you think about it. You think about the pressure that HKP is putting on, the speed at which he is playing. And then you take one move like that down special to Zetterburn that just has a little bit more time, right? The animation starts and something happens a little bit later.
This has been such a reversal of roles. Why is the Zetterburn living to 222%?
On Rockwall.
You never see that. But HKP really, finding this momentum that they needed, finding this chance to, like, set up this reverse 3-0, and, like, 80% on Crag, usually not a lot to sniff at, but on Rockwall with an empowered strong attack, it could be it.
Yeah, We do get the fire on the Crag there. That's going to be huge for HKP to close out the stock. Suddenly, a big lead is starting to be mounted. Doesn't get to that ledge and perhaps does get back on stage. The dare not going to hit. The reversal.
This is a huge opportunity for MSB.
Not going to be enough. The down strong not going to do it. No fire ran out right before that down strong came out. And now MSB is looking to continue this combo game, trying for once to bring back this lead that HKP is beginning to mount.
Slide off DI, saving MSB for just a little bit longer, but, you know, HKP keeping the pressure up.
Oh, the Nair, the fair. Could this be it? The down special takes it again. That is HKP's kill move now.
Hey, you know what? MSB's not ready for it and has been keeps getting hit by it. He's gonna have to be really careful. You know, these situations where Zetterburn is recovering like really close to the stage, it's giving HKP these opportunities to tech whatever attack that MSB throws out and immediately turn the tables.
You're expecting for HKP to play the speed he's been playing at that entire time, and then that down special offers just one more second of stutter that you're not ready for, that goes past your CC, and it just catches MSB off guard twice. And that is the end of that game 4. Now we are on a game 5. This might be our last match of the pools. Let us get hyped. Let us see what top-level Rivals 2 looks like. These players are coming out to compete. They're coming out to prove that all this work, all this practice they've been doing.
MSB taking the first stock. You know, that was something that we've noticed is like when HKP has the lead, he can maintain it. And, you know, but MSB starting off this set with, or starting off this game 5 with a very good lead.
Great down throw from the Shine to almost kill MSB. Only Crag's going to probably live there. Great DI from MSB to keep that stock alive as much as possible.
The reverse forwarder setting up the edge guard.
Great fair. That might just be it. That is the end of that stock. Yeah, absolutely. Great awareness from MSB, and suddenly the biggest lead we have seen all set in a Game 5 scenario. HKP has crawled some games back, but he's going to need to dig real deep to bring this one back.
MSB really just said this reverse 3-0 is not happening.
Yeah, he said, okay, we've had our fun in games. You've been able to press all the buttons you want, but now it's my turn. Now it's my turn to turn on the pressure off stage. Now it's my turn to send you all the way to the blast zone and send you down to the losers bracket. That's MSB winning that set and getting into winners top 32. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, that going into that game 5, we really felt like it could be anybody's game. HKP rolling with the momentum from those last 2 games, looking like he had that opportunity to set up the reverse 3-0. But
MSB said he's making it close for the fans, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean, like at the end of the day, though, MSB really proving that he has that pedigree of being that top player, that previous experience of playing so much Rivals of Aether 1. You know, it really does help in those do or die situations.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Like, you recognize if I can't lose this game, it's so important for me to move on into the bracket winner side tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's what we'll see. In winner sides, HKP does have to play it out in losers. I'm not sure if we're getting those games streamed or if they're playing off stream. If we have any more sets for these pools, we do. Rivals of Aether singles pools, which may mean that our block is over.
Yes.
So thank you so much. That was Rivals 2 pools. Tune in tomorrow. We'll have top 32 of Rivals 2, and we will have top 16 of Rivals 1. There will also be some great side brackets going on tomorrow.
For sure. If you want to see some of the best players duking it out in Rivals of Aether 2, now's the time to do it. You tune in tomorrow, and you'll get to see some stuff, great stuff. But, I mean, I've had a lot of fun commentating this bracket. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of great sets to watch, and, you know, that was a fantastic one to end it off.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't end it on a game 3 or a game 4. End it on a game 5 nail-biter with MSB HKP. That's how you do it. Thank you so much for listening to us commentate over some amazing gameplay. Gonna be so excited to watch all the games that we have tomorrow. I've been Schooly. Thank you so much for watching.
I've been Tuesday-tastic. So, you know, thank you all for tuning in, and we are looking forward to see you back here soon.
Have a good one.